gun or what?
It shoots a round that's cased in plastic that has a pepper powder.
Oh, okay, got it. Wow. Thank you, are you Cal State Police or UCLA? Oh, USC. Oh, UCLA Police. Yay! All right, University of California. Thank you for this, guys. Thank you so much.
We appreciate it.
All right.
We appreciate it. We were at the Battle of Berkeley.
So everybody, here we are. We're at Cal State Fullerton for the Milo Yiannopoulos freedom of speech. We're here to fight for freedom of speech, whether you love or hate Milo. You should love freedom of speech and want to stand for it. I think you can. Here's Arthur. Alex is here. Hi, Alex. And I've got Genevieve here. And I am. Who am I for Halloween? I am Arthur. I am Arthur. Yes. Arthur.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm Arthur for Halloween today, and we've got people who are already in their camouflage gear and everything.
I felt so protected, and I felt like our freedom of speech was protected because the police.
Yes.
If there was any even kind of minimal argument, they literally got right in between.
Absolutely.
And it was amazing. It was really powerful. And I told every one of them.
They've got pellet guns ready to subdue.
I felt like my freedom of speech was protected.
Yes.
You know?
For both sides.
But that's what I said.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's all we want. We want everybody.
Hey, Stadler, how are you?
Say,
I'm glad Connecticut's watching this. So, hey, Connecticut, what's up?
You got some safe spaces.
You guys have got to do everything that you can. Here we go. Trump all the way.
Oh, yeah.
Trump all the way. Oh, look at that. We got some Kekistanis.
Now they, oh, yeah. But they,
Praise Kek. What's up? Okay. Oh, look at that. Noticias. Okay, as long as Godinez isn't here, I'm okay. Hi. No Godinez, though. Godinez is corrupto. Look at, oh, he's total kicked out. Look at him. I'm a Reuben sandwich.
But you know what? He's got Make America Great.
Yes, he does. That's fine.
No, but he probably is doing it as a costume.
That's fine. What,
you know what I'm saying?
What do you think, guys? Should I take Arthur with me? How are we going to do this? I'm a little concerned.
Well, can you put it in your pants at some point?
Oh, God.
No, like
or
on
a
the
bag.
side. You know what I mean? Like just pop it
like
in your,
to tuck him in the side, in my pocket or something?
Yeah, you know, where it's
because I kind of...
You can put them under you. Under your... I think you need to bring them.
Okay, because people don't know who I am unless I have them.
Wondering if...
Okay.
Oh, right. Yeah, they'll just think you have an orange shirt on.
Like a... Yeah, he's just a dirt... He's a dork or a nerd or something. Yay! All right! I told you I was going to be Arthur. Hey! All right, this is perfect. Wow, excellent. Hey! Good to see you. Hey, what's going on? That's okay. Yeah, of course. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Hey, how you doing? Nice to meet you. Okay, give me a second. Yes. I'm a little loaded here. I can't get you out. Alex is stuck in the car. Alex is stuck in the car. Okay. I don't know. I couldn't open it. Okay, so you've got two Arthurs to protect, okay? They're going to go out. Okay, and everybody, this is not a doll. It is an action figure, okay? So please, okay.
Superhero, right?
It's okay. Let me take a bag though. Can you open up the other side for me really quick? Or is it already open? I should take a bag anyway.
They're not letting any bags inside.
Oh, no bags at all.
Yeah, we had to take ours back.
Oh shit.
Because
okay.
we're going inside.
Okay, that's fine. I'll do what I can. All right. Thank you for. Okay. Good. No bags, Khalil. They're not gonna let bags in.
And Antonio.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm glad you made it, Antonio. And you're looking for a don't tread. Okay.
No. I was gonna do don't tread on me hat.
Okay.
Sunglasses, selfie stick, and beat baked Alaska for Halloween.
Oh, there you go. And then we'll get some Armenians, but this time you'll kick their asses. Okay. Here we go. Okay. Holy crap.
You have to make sure you can bring that in too.
Okay.
I'm sure they will.
Yeah, they're having a problem with Arthur. The Arthur action figure. The other.
It's your comfort doll.
Yeah. From my safe space. Okay. I gotta have it. So there we go. Here we go. Check it out.
Check it out.
I want to make sure she's okay. Nice to meet you. Your name again?
Mariel.
Mariel Galino.
Yes.
All right.
Have a bag, right? I think.
No bags. That's what they just. Sorry. Oh, okay. Well, I don't think I'm going to be going inside.
What are you doing?
I'm just making sure you're okay.
Oh, thank you, sweetie. I
Okay.
appreciate that. You know what?
Don't be alone, guys. Please.
Here's the thing, though. I didn't pay for a ticket, so how do I do that?
We don't go in, I guess.
No, huh?
Yeah.
It is.
It was like sold out like 15 minutes, days ago.
I'm talking about a parking ticket though.
Oh shit. But I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah.
I don't have an answer for that.
You know what? Shoot.
Okay. Yeah, you guys are ready to go. Love it.
Notice I don't have a
Thank
sticker.
you.
I don't think they're gonna even let you get back
Oh,
to
yeah,
that
so, okay,
thin
so I
stereo
parked
down
and
the
I
south
don't
side, bro. Just to warn you. Yeah.
She has a bag
What
there.
do I do?
You gotta buy a parking. I would buy a parking.
Yeah.
Is it
that bad?
Really?
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Okay, so I'll go with you.
We get tickets. I'm not
Okay.
joking.
They had to pay. Then we definitely have to pay.
Okay, you see that little square yellow
Okay.
box?
So I have to put the
Oh, yeah,
bag here.
that's it?
I don't know.
Why don't you just put it away to
Put
be
it away,
safe?
yeah.
And then if we need a bag, we'll find one for
Well, but
you.
you're not going inside, are you?
Even if you're going
Right, but
nearby.
he was saying something.
Yes,
about
I'm a Trump supporter. Deal with it.
they're being strict or something about us. So
Okay, but it's up to you. You got to decide.
that's the girl from now.
Hey, look at that. It's BS Media and the brown supremacists. You don't want to look at me now, huh? Why are you so ashamed of yourself? Look at them run. Heifers. Did you see that, folks? Those are the bigots. Those are the bigots from Cudahy and the rest. Always trying to start stuff. So they work with the BS Media crowd, I suppose. Here we go. Okay, I'm staying with her right now, so... Sorry, folks, I'm going to make sure that Genevieve is safe. So I'm staying with her.
He said I couldn't have a stick. I don't know what
So
the hell they're gonna do.
I can't, I don't know how to solve the situation you're in, because you got to decide what you want to do.
Yeah.
Look at, there's the Fullerton Fire Department. It's sold out for Milo.
I don't even have
Isn't that terrible? I mean, it's terrible for us, but it's good for them, but... Okay, I got to stay with Genevieve here. Hey, Fullerton Police, all the way.
I have my wallet in my car.
Oh, shoot. Okay, do you think you'll be okay on your own, or what? Do you want us to stay, or what do you want to do?
I don't know what they want me to do with the bag.
Well, you want to put it in the car?
Why don't you start with that?
Really? Okay.
Okay, that's
I
fine.
can't believe they can't even let me. They might not even let me have breakfast with it.
Right.
Well, if worse comes to worse, I'll put it
All right, folks, don't worry, the action will be coming soon enough. Ugh.
Oh, you're not going inside either?
Probably not. Well, I think it'll be more fun outside, honestly,
Yeah, me too. Absolutely.
because we'll be able to look at the heifers. We're gonna find the heifers, and you can give them a hug. It's Telemundo. All right. Are you guys gonna interview Milo or what? I wonder if he wants to talk to us, even if he doesn't speak Spanish. Yeah. Good. Okay. Yeah, okay. There they go. Wow, State of California police. Okay. All right, so folks, we're just getting ready here. Yeah, here's Khalil's, Alex's bag really quick.
Yeah.
Guatemalan for trope.
I'm a real white supremacist.
I know, totally.
I guess I'll just leave the bag in here if they don't let me take it. And I mean, this bag they shouldn't have a problem with. My Guatemalan little bag.
I don't know. It's up to you. Hey.
You guys stay right here. I'll go get a
Sure, we'll be right here. We're gonna stay right here. There goes the fire department. Are you going to Milo? Oh, you have class now. That's true. Yeah, when I was in college, I tried to get night classes too.
I can't believe it.
We'll be all right. Yeah, there's a box that way. That lady in the red hat is running toward it right now. Just that way, and then make a quick. Right. Yeah, you got it.
Thank you, guys.
Okay, someone's telling me, don't worry, try not to get hurt. Don't worry, we've got more police than we'll probably have more police than protesters.
There's definitely brown supremacists. Though.
We saw the heifer. Oh no,
Yeah,
she's a
the one.
runt. I'm not going to call her a heifer. She's a runt. She's a runt with BS Media. They're the ones that they keep trying to like make me look bad when they do their videos in Huntington Park. Yeah. And the last one they did was July the 5th, and that was a very good one. Everybody liked me, and they said good things about what we did, so it didn't work. Okay, so Darren wants to talk about DACA. Let's see if we can find some DACA brats and confront them and say, please explain to me why it's okay for you to jump ahead of all these other people who, there's at least 4 million, last I checked, who are waiting in line legally. They've paid all the fees, they've passed all the tests, they've played by all the rules, and yet they're still waiting. They are still waiting for their full naturalization. That's wrong, and we just can't have that. So Khalil's here. Alex, I always call you
Alex,
Khalil.
yeah.
So, yeah, Fullerton, I think, is definitely going to be safer than Berkeley. Here we are, Titan Stadium. So we got some Trump gear over there.
I don't know why they're so strict about bags. That's crazy.
People can bring some nasty stuff in there. Okay,
But they
so
can have backpacks.
So I'm just giving you FYI, folks. I'm not planning on getting in. I'm planning on confronting the crazy protesters, the liberal loonies. We're going to trigger the heifers. Hey, all right.
Trump,
Marine.
Trump,
All right.
Trump.
Yes, everybody fill up. I don't have a car right now, as you all know, so I don't have to worry about the gas tax hike now.
Crazy.
Here we go. At least it hasn't rained yet.
That's my purse. They can't discriminate.
That's your purse.
Yeah, right? I mean, Elsa had a purse. It's
Yeah.
basically like a purse.
Guatemateco.
Exactly. They can't discriminate that.
Yes, I'm excited too, Darren.
But then the last one
Okay.
they did in Santa Clarita.
I guarantee, not only will there be no amnesty by the end of 2018, we're going to see a growing populist element taking over in Washington. And we're not going to see open borders anymore. Democrats are even waking up on this. Keep what happened. Oh, we know what happened.
Okay. We're ready.
Yes, we are. We're ready to rock. Here we go. Off we go. Let's go find some heifers.
There's a
Hi.
shortage of that.
I'm pretty sure.
Right now.
Before we find any of that, I would like to put a restraint
Oh, okay. Fair enough.
for your service.
Thank you for your service.
Yeah, these guys are ready to go. All right. Thank you.
God bless our
Hey, hey, how are you? Bonsoir. J'ai vu. Oh, Charlie, stop.
Thank you for your service.
This is not a Munger bow tie, Charlie. This is an Arthur bow tie. You know better than that. Okay.
Oh, really? I think they let my friend Elsa. Oh, no, I don't have a ticket or anything. Yeah.
You're good to go? Okay. Here we go, here we go, here we go. So full disclosure, I'm not actually even a big fan of Milo, personally, but it doesn't matter. This is about freedom of speech, and that's worth defending. I am not going to be... That's worth defending. So even if I don't agree with everything about him, or even some of the things, I still want to support him.
We don't have to, yeah.
Exactly. And that's something that's lost. Freedom of speech shouldn't even be a partisan issue.
It shouldn't even be an American issue.
I know.
It should be a given.
Yes.
And the fact that we are
Since you have
actually...
your bag, just in case, can I put Arthur, if I have to, in your bag? Since you're going to have it? Okay.
Yeah, sure.
Just in case, because I don't want mini-me getting robbed or...
I'll put them under my shirt. If
They're all trying to... Yeah. So there's 2 Arthurs that have to be protected now. So...
The fact, Arthur, that we even have an issue with even defending...
I know,
that we
it's ridiculous.
our
Hey, how are you?
fought and died for.
We're good. All right, go Top Gun.
I had to bring my flag back.
They wouldn't let you take it into the event?
Yeah.
What?
It has to be under 30 by 30.
Okay.
I have a flag in my bag.
Every church stuff?
You gotta be kidding. See,
Well, like I said, I'm not going in, so it doesn't matter.
Neither am I.
I'll hold it. Got red, white, blue.
There we go. Oh, he's wearing the flag. Love
See,
it.
Fullerton, I would imagine, would be a lot more red.
Yes.
A lot more.
The city, at
Republican.
least.
Yeah. And the school.
There's
I mean,
parking and
it's not like
transportation there, folks. Okie doke. Let's find some heifers.
You're so bad.
Let's find some BS media.
You're so
I saw BS media.
What's BS media?
What's literally they call us no BS media. They're like that progressive thing. They were following me and others around and trying to diminish our pro-enforcement, pro-Trump movement.
Oh, really? See, but that's
And-
the point. Why not just let us be?
I know, just come and
do
record.
why do they feel like they have to be the thought police?
Because they don't want people to think differently.
Yeah, that's not a not American.
No, it's not.
Anti-American.
If you don't like it, leave.
That's what we believe in.
Yeah, this is
For
a big
everybody.
Devils. Hey, Devils.
And we're fighting for their rights too.
Yes, we are. I said that about John Lewis when they had done that sit-in. When they did the sit-in on the floor of the House, which they shouldn't have done because they disrupted business.
Well, okay, you talk about unprofessional.
Yeah.
Come on.
Remember the sit-in in Congress over that gun
That's
stuff?
ridiculous.
Yeah, I know.
Hey, that's
What was it?
Willie?
Hey, John. All right, John made it. Did you bring your bullhorn?
I got confiscated.
They took it?
Corporal Salazar made me bring it back.
Oh, okay.
How are you guys doing? Glad to see
But
you.
but you at least were able to use it at the DACA thing. Hey,
Yes, I
OC
was.
Weekly wrote about us too.
I saw that.
Oh wow, we're
Made
famous.
some pretty disparaging remarks, didn't they?
I don't know. I was more concerned about the typos.
John, thank you for all you're
Johnny.
doing.
See?
My brother.
Good to see you. Fantastic.
Oh, that guy's got a mask. Okay.
Fighting for freedom. Again. Right?
Wow. All right. I definitely feel safe now. All right. Thank you. Look at these guys.
Hello. Thank you for your service.
All right. How you doing?
Doing well.
Okay.
I don't know if they're gonna let you take that bag in.
He's not going into the event.
Yeah, I'm not.
Okay, you're not even supposed to have it past here. If you look at the sign right there, in that prohibited equipment.
Elsa had her purse. That's just my purse.
He's got a man purse.
You could take it up there. If you gotta take it back and all that good stuff.
I know.
Then that's the way it
Trying
is.
to help out.
No, I
So that when
appreciate
people
it.
are bringing prohibitive items, there's a big list over there. You can't even have batteries in here. If you want to get,
Wow.
take your
I gotta.
batteries.
Where's that list? I gotta see
Right over
that.
there.
Let me see that list really quick. Wow, here we go, folks. No backpacks, masks, objects, weapons, skateboards, tobacco products, coolers, grabbing, leaning, disturbing physical barricades. Wow.
And that was a win. That was a win for everybody.
Yes, it
How's
was.
little Arthur today?
I was telling him he was
Mini
at,
me is okay.
He was at Berkeley.
You
And I
were?
was telling him how
Which
that
day?
The last one for
Yeah,
the
last
4-week
week,
Milo
yeah.
thing.
Oh, last.
Day.
Okay.
But we were there for the first
Good.
day. Well, actually, Arthur wasn't there. But yeah. And thank you. It was well,
So
well
you
done.
have jurisdiction at any state
'Cause
university?
you're-
Oh, yeah.
Well, he's Cal State. Yeah, you can go anywhere.
But I feel old. Look at this fellow. He doesn't even look old enough to be an officer.
Ouch.
Yeah.
He's 38. He just takes really good care of himself.
Yeah,
That's why if you
obvious.
don't drink and smoke.
I'm gonna quit.
There you
tomorrow.
go.
I'm gonna quit tomorrow.
Je vais
Thanks so
quitter demain. Wow.
Thank you for your service.
Okay. All right, we've got the hay. Holy crap. I hope somebody's counting because I didn't count. Oh, can you hear that? Oh, wow.
Okay. I know.
Look at this. This is what it takes to have free speech on a campus now.
Wow.
Unbelievable. But thanks for your service.
You think we're
Oh, he's got a stick? Yes. That's it. And you speak softly. Okay, he's got a nice big gun there. All right. Oh, look at all these. The First Amendment deserved better. You don't think Milo should have First Amendment rights? I'm asking you a question. Well, you don't believe in freedom of speech? Yes or no?
Wait a minute. A fascist in a three-piece suit?
Yes.
Outrageous.
I think that would make his name, what was it? Hitler Jr.?
No, that's beneath it.
My name's Arthur, and this is the other Arthur. Okay. First Amendment deserved better?
Hey, look. The First Amendment stands true, except if he doesn't decide, you can say what you want
Huh.
to put it in.
Doesn't that seem kind of hypocritical, buddy?
Terrible.
America about
Speak the
First
speech,
Amendment,
I pray you.
what America fought
The First
for.
Amendment deserved better?
Hey, can you do the goose step for us real quick, buddy?
All right. Or shout like Deutschland über alles, perhaps?
California.
How many Jews do you want to push into an oven? Shame on you. But now here's the irony, John. Here's the irony.
Go ahead.
The First Amendment deserves better, and yet he's exercising the First Amendment. But it deserves better. So
Unless you disagree.
I guess. Perhaps.
Outrageous. Two genders, buddy.
2 genders, 2 scoops, 2 parents, 2 terms.
Round peg goes in the round hole.
Oh. Sorry.
Apparently, he said it's on the other side. He just announced that the unity thing, protesting Milo is on the other side.
Oh, okay. So, okay.
Just
So
gotta go there.
okay.
That's where we need to go.
That's it. Does it say? I'm not going to the event. No.
We want to go
That's on the central quad area. So
Okay.
You have to go all the way around.
We can walk through here, can't we?
Pretty cool. And you're all
Yeah,
coordinated there.
that's fine. Look at you, set to go.
All the time.
I know, that's awesome. I like that.
Yeah, just do that.
All right.
Hey, Arthur.
Hey, how are you?
Doing fabulous.
Good to see you. Oh, you're ready to go.
Thank you. Good
Are
to
you
see
Crooked Hillary? Lock you up?
Yes, and they won't let me bring the.
No, you're not Hillary. You're too pretty.
No,
And you're a-
I'm Hillary's fate. Prison bound. I'm
Oh, beautiful.
I'm the SWAT team. I'm finally giving America justice because I'm here to arrest Hillary today.
Okay, that's perfect. Make sure to let us know when you cuff her. Let's go, guys. Here we go. All right.
Milo is a very flamboyant gay guy that's very right wing. He doesn't know who Milo is.
Ah,
I do now.
you do now.
Living up out in the desert or something?
Yeah, pretty much.
I think you do live in the. Oh, that's he does live in the desert. That's a good one.
He's got the high desert blues.
Somebody called it when somebody came to our house. They said, "Bum fuck Egypt."
Be up, Egypt.
Wow.
Yeah, that's how
Where do you
I
live?
acting.
Isn't it like ghetto? Oh, we got the sheriff now. All right.
Acting.
Wow. 1, 2. Damn. Thank you. 3,
Much information. lady.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. There are 14 just right here. All right, Trump all the way, baby. Yeah. That's it.
Nice to see you.
Where are the heifers?
Oh, you're so bad.
Smell them.
The heifers.
That
can't
might
smell
be,
them.
hey, that might be your cousin.
Oh, I know.
I saw it here.
Guatemateco? I gotta see this.
I know. I'm Guatemalan too.
Are you the Aslan? I like the harap. What do they call it?
Poncho.
Poncho. There you go.
Is that a Sears poncho?
Are you like? Is that a Trump poncho? Es Guatemateco.
Yo es puro chapín.
Okay. Oh no, you're a sorote. You're sorote. You're sorote.
I knew about the cerote, yeah.
You're a
They
sorote.
call the
Yeah, this is Janvier.
I was there, man.
Yeah, people recognize you.
Oh, hi, everyone. God bless America. God bless our president. And God bless freedom of speech.
Yes. Okay, here we go. We have Popo here. All right. Where are they? Oh, those are the heifers over there?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. 2 more police.
I have to go to the restroom, though.
Boy. Oh, brother. They're chanting about the KKK again. Someone needs to tell them it's the Democratic Party. Okay, what do you want to do?
What do we got here?
Wow, look at that.
Escort me to the ladies' room and I'll bring you.
That's a good idea.
Appreciate it. You know what?
The library.
That's right.
Wow, this is not very inspiring. I was expecting more.
Hey, I can wear my flag, right?
You can do whatever you want here. That's fine.
I look like a KKK, really?
Yeah, I know, really.
I look like a KKK.
You are like
Seriously, me, a KKK?
you're the whitest white supremacist I've
my
ever
God.
seen. Oh my
I'm
God.
Not a KKK. I'm not even a KKK.
Really?
Me? A
They're not very
KKK?
loud either.
Guatemala Maya. I'm indigenous.
Do you guys know where this is actually like happening with the venue?
Oh, it's that way to get in. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's a little sad.
What this is? Yeah. Really? Really? Sorry, folks. I might be intermittent.
No.
Oh, here we go.
No.
Immigrants in, racist out. Oh, I know who that guy is. He's the one who was part of that rally that went after those veterans at a veterans hall. Okay. Liberals for free speech. Oh my God, it's a miracle. Okay, and that's the guy who went to the veterans hall in West Carson where they spit at veterans. I recognize you.
Yeah, it's sold out.
What's happening? Yeah, it's totally sold out.
Yeah, no, I was asking if you were.
That guy suddenly doesn't want to talk to me. How about that?
Can I talk to you?
Sure.
Cool. I'm just doing for my YouTube series.
Sure, absolutely.
What do you think about all these liberals gathering in one place, trying to?
All these liberals? All these liberals? Really? That's a loose use of the word all.
What would you call it?
Small.
Small?
Yeah.
Okay.
And not very engaging. I can't believe they call him fascist. Milo is fascist. He's Mr. Free Speech.
He has called feminism cancer. You think
It
feminism
is cancer. Are you kidding me? Women think it's cancer.
Women think feminism is cancer.
Yeah.
If your son could have cancer or feminism, which would you choose?
I would like him to have neither.
Not gonna have neither.
Right.
Okay. Good choice. Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. No question about it. So, hey, what's up? Can I see your shirt?
Oh yeah.
The future is female? Why?
Because
They can bring back, you guys can
You are
bring
the
back, they didn't let us bring
Okay,
it back.
I'm male.
me too.
Great. Why is it female then?
I have no idea.
Well, then why are you wearing the shirt?
Someone gave it to me for free.
The future is male and female.
The future is
Because it could not be otherwise. It takes a man and a woman to have a child.
No, the future-
So the future is both.
no. The future is artificial intelligence. Because we're reaching.
Okay, then you have to wear a shirt that says that.
Oh darn it! But we're just trying to reach singularity. You know what I mean? Yeah. Reaching singularity.
Singularity. Why? Why do you want singularity? Don't we want diversity of thought? Don't we want diversity of opinion? Don't we want a free exchange of ideas?
Do you understand what singularity is?
You explain it to me if I'm not getting it.
Artificial intelligence, the combination of humans and
Okay.
artificial intelligence.
Why? Human beings are not going to be perfected with technology.
That's your opinion.
It's not just an opinion, it's a fact. There's a deeper problem that man has. You can read the Federalist Papers. Federalist 10, which speaks to if men were angels, we wouldn't even need government.
That was written by people from 300 years ago.
So, 2 plus 2 is 4. It was written 5,000 years ago. It's still true?
Yeah, and we're still developing knowledge and technology.
Sure, but the bases we don't have to throw away. It doesn't make them any less true.
No, we're not making the change of the basis. We're adding a tool to enhance
Sure.
our environment.
Why do human beings need to
Why do you need a calculator to help you do
Okay.
math quicker?
A calculator can help me calculate numbers quicker.
sure.
But I would say if human beings are missing a limb or if they have been wounded, like fighting for our country, if they get a prosthetic or something, that's absolutely worthwhile. We should have that.
Yeah, that's the whole point of transhumanism.
So I don't see, but as far as like trying to blend human and machine, I don't see a reason for that.
Because
I think as much as human beings
so
have a clear
neurocortex
value.
have certain layers within their brains, right? And within
Say it one more time.
Neurocortexes in our brains,
Okay, what about them?
they have certain layers that can be programmed. So companies like Google and other startups are trying.
I think that's a serious ethical question we need to think really seriously about.
Can you talk to us for the Daily Titan?
Really quick, sure.
Yeah, sure.
I'm Arthur, and this is Arthur. So
Arthur.
nobody knows who I am if I don't have the tie.
Can you just give us like why you're out here?
Okay, I'm here because I support freedom of speech. Guess what? I am not a big Milo fan, but I support many of the points that he's made. I support that he goes to some of these denizens of hate that want to shut down free speech. It's too bad that colleges have turned into that. I'm also here because I find that there's more and more college students, even if they hate Trump, there's still, some of them are willing to listen, and some of them minds I'm able to change. It really bothers me, from the professors to the media to a lot of the other institutions that are funding a lot of this hatred against Trump and against our country, are not being challenged. And it's time for us to come to these campuses to have this discussion, even if people do not agree with me, at least to start talking about it. There was a voice over here, there was some voice over here that said, shut up, go away. That's wrong. And even somebody who's a Bernie supporter or a Hillary supporter, I don't tell them to shut up and go away, but I want to know what their views are and why. This guy, hey John, you want to talk to me? Come on, John, don't hide. This guy is a fake rabbi who is pushing marijuana in southeastern LA communities.
Marijuana?
Yes, he is. And the people don't want it. In Cudahy, California, look at me. I don't have a problem with decrim, but what I do have a problem with is when you force it. Come on, John. Come on, John. Okay, I'm trying. Hey, thanks a lot. Hi, it's Arthur. My name's Arthur Shopper. Arthur. Okay, I'm here because I support freedom of speech. I support our president. I want to stand up to this toxic anti-free speech culture which is taking over college campuses. I want to be able to finally educate people, to challenge their ideas, to challenge the hard and fast mythologies about Trump, and to start getting people to think again. We're not going to make America great again if we ignore the population that voted for Hillary or Bernie or Gary Johnson even. It's time to stand up to the lies that the media has been pressing in people's faces. It's time to start telling the truth. There is so much about this president that we should be celebrating, and I want to start doing that.
How do you spell your last name?
Shopper, S-C-H-A-P-E-R.
And Arthur, A-U-R-T.
A-R-T-H-U-R. No U. Okay, thank you.
And what's your, how do you, I mean, essentially, You identify yourself as a free.
I identify myself as a male and a free speech activist, okay? Thank you very much. Some people seem to have a problem with that. What's fake news? Go ahead. What was fake news?
You are fake news.
I'm asking you. You don't want to talk to me? What is the free speech? Well, too bad. You interrupted me. I'm allowed to ask. What's the fake news?
Congratulations.
Okay, but why? You said fake news. What was fake news?
Because you're not educated enough to be teaching people.
Why am I not educated enough? We're at least willing to talk about stuff.
Looking like Arthur standing up.
It's Halloween. I'm allowed to dress up. What's your point? Yeah, what's with the makeup?
I'm allowed to wear makeup.
Okay, but I can't wear a costume. Wow, why the double standard?
What's with the head?
Oh, so who's fake news? Right. Okay, next. So why am I fake news? Fake rabbi. He's not a real rabbi, guys. This is a guy who's violated the Torah on many levels. This is a guy who is practically prostituting himself.
Talmud. He understands the Talmud backwards and forwards.
Better than you do.
He can do the pin test, I'm sure.
Oh, that
He's
too.
a real expert.
But why am I fake news? Because you were
that
shouting
guy,
that.
I see.
Why am I fake news? Come on, share with the world.
No, I'm not really
You have
interested
come
in
to
being on
Cudahy
video.
pushing marijuana when the people in that community don't want it.
did not
Yes, you
push
have.
marijuana.
Are you going to tell
I
me
did
why
not
I'm fake
push
news?
marijuana.
Yes or no?
Are you going to just frame the whole conversation?
Okay, he doesn't have a shawl. He's a fake rabbi. I have Jewish friends who despise the lies that this guy has pushed.
But I think people should be.
You guys at least support free speech, don't you? I hope so. Because that's one of the reasons I'm here. I mean, it's a little... Okay, we got a couple of hands over here. Thank God. Okay, I'm a Trump supporter. I want to make the case to anybody here. If you hate Trump or like Trump, tell me why. She didn't want to say. She just wanted to shout fake news. Anybody.
Here's your opportunity. I know. Unemployment is lower now than it's been in the last 10 years.
How about 1973? The last 40 years.
Give me one.
People are actually working again. Who else? I got press here. If you hate Trump, tell me why. I can handle it. I'm not a snowflake.
Fine, right?
Why? I like the hair. I don't have any. Sorry. So this is what we're looking at, folks. Here, I'll just walk in. Let's see. We got a lot of media here. Everybody is media now, and that's a good thing, I think. How are you? So, love Trump, hate Trump, tell me why.
I hate Trump.
Go ahead.
Because
I can handle it.
I feel the things that he has been doing promotes hatred against LGBTQ, against women.
Let her finish.
Why are there two genders?
God made Adam and Eve.
It's biology.
Bro, let her talk.
Yeah, let her talk. John, let her talk.
Come on, John.
So if I don't believe in God,
Because I'm like him,
how
I'll just
can
jump
you
out.
justify two genders for me?
Go ahead. Okay, John, it's yours.
Plumbing, ma'am.
Simple what?
Plumbing.
Plumbing?
That's a good start.
Round peg, round hole.
I'm going to respond. Now, they have determined there are 9,000 chromosomal determinants that determine male and female.
Okay.
And the studies continue. There are biological affirmations for male and female. Next.
And there's a book. It's
I didn't give you a biblical response, although that would be justified.
I have found myself literally
Hi, how are you?
in the mush pot. I don't know
This
how
is
I
no
ended up
mosh
here.
pot. This is an opportunity to discuss.
Okay.
Now, you talked about LGBT, so what's your problem with Trump on this? Explain. We
He's
already
not
talked
fighting
about...
for equal rights for everybody. He's fighting for
Okay.
equal rights for a specific subset of people.
Okay, so
But
who... You're saying...
I want to continue my
Go ahead.
conversation with this gentleman
Go ahead.
really quickly.
Go ahead.
So you say sex, two genders, plumbing, awesome. What are your opinions on gender, the way someone feels? What if they,
Do what you want. Don't force it on me.
Thank you.
Okay, let me raise my kids the way I want to raise them. Don't
Okay,
tell
so
them
do
they're
you
haters
feel
because they
that-
believe there's two genders.
do you feel that LGBTQ has the same equal rights
I
as
believe I'm a young
some
man.
cishet people?
I believe I'm a young man.
So this is my answer to that. LGBT, those are behaviors, they're not identities. And transgenderism, that's gender dysphoria. It's not a civil right, it's a disorder.
I'm a molecular biology grad student. I gotta go back to lab, so I'm gonna...
Thank you so much. Okay. Hey, she was there spitting at veterans at a veterans hall in West Carson. Hi. What would you like to tell those veterans who got spit at? She was there. Veterans were spit at a wet... Is that your age or your IQ? She's a bigot, folks. Don't waste your time.
Are you colorblind?
You're a hater. Stop it. Get out of here.
You all look like
She's
a white
a liar.
supremacist. You lie. I'm American. I'm American.
Is that
I'm
your age or
American.
your IQ?
I'm American.
Why are you a sellout, lady?
I'm American.
We love the Pepsi. We love the Pepsi. We love the Pepsi. Yeah. There you go.
You're the sellout. You're the sellout. You're the sellout.
She's not even worth buying.
You'll accept to support blacks. You'll accept to support gays. You'll accept to support lesbians. But if we think a different way, then suddenly we're ostracized.
Genetically superior, you dumb motherfucker.
You're the one talking about superiority. Are you a bigot? Yeah, you are.
Make America great again.
A hat is not superiority. It's just a hat.
We're not going back
It's
to Jim
called a
Crow.
hat.
We're not going back to Jim Crow.
The Democrats
You got
did
my
that.
generation
You're the
fucked
ones.
up.
Your party
We're
pushed
not
Jim
going
Crow.
back.
Your
We're
party
not
was
going
lynching
back.
blacks
We're not going
and
back to
lynching
slavery.
whites.
We're not going
Go
back
ahead.
to slavery.
Hey, there's the
Right
bigot
here.
right there from BS Media. Hi, BS Media.
Delicious.
Why do you
gotta back the fuck
conflate
off me.
the
You
Japanese
gotta back the
internment
fuck
with
off me.
with the travel ban? Why did you do that? Why did you do that? Yes, you did. Oh, they're coming in. Thanks a lot.
You're scaring the shit out of your baby.
Is that what you're
Why are you scaring your child, man?
Is that what you
You
want
do
to
something to me because you just got up in my face and I got a
You
baby.
better.
Oh, stop trying to use your baby. Stop trying to use your baby. Stop trying to use your baby.
She's full of hate and she's got nothing else. Here comes a real lady.
Stop trying to use your baby. You're the real sellout.
Stop hiding behind your baby, lady. Oh, it's getting wild here. Can we talk without pushing each other? Can we talk without pushing each other? Whoa! No! Right there. She's gone crazy. She's a nut. This is liberalism, folks. This is modern liberalism. This is insanity.
This is great, dude.
I just want to talk, not fight.
You're doing a good job.
Okay. This is BS, folks.
Did anybody get that?
Yes, she did. Yeah, she did. I don't wear braces. I wear glasses.
Hey, I'm not attacking anybody. It's an identify. Hey, you're such a fucking gay.
Why? Because he's a grown man and you're not? Right here. With the green hair right there. No.
You helped do
No,
that.
I will not.
You started a confrontation.
No, back off.
He started a confrontation. He started the
Not right there.
confrontation.
Your shouting and screaming won't work. Go ahead. She's right over there.
He started the confrontation.
How?
He started the confrontation.
How?
He started the confrontation.
How? How? I need you as my... I told you. That's BS Media right there. That's the BS Media right there. Hi, make sure you get him. BS, you know what it stands for.
I'm afraid I do.
You got it really quick? Go ahead.
You're the baby.
Why?
Hey, you're the baby, homie.
Why?
You're the baby. What's up? Yeah. You're the crybaby.
We know who did it. You guys are the fascists. When are you leaving?
You are fascist. You are fascist. You are fascist.
I don't even like you.
Arthur.
I don't even like you.
The guy's a Jew. Have you lost your mind? He's a Jew. Have you lost your mind? The guy's a Jew. You're calling him a fascist? There is like no talking to anybody here.
Fascists go home. Fascists go home.
This is what it looks like, folks. This is what it's turned out. It's totally brainwashed.
Fascists go home. Fascists go home.
What is fascism?
Fascists go home.
What is
You're
fascism?
Not a professor. Get the fuck out.
What
You're
is
not
fascism?
A professor. Get the fuck out.
I'm not asking. I'm asking you the
Fascists go
question.
home. Fascists go home.
Okay.
Fascists go home.
Okay.
Fascists go home.
So are you gonna leave?
Fascists go home.
Okay, you're screaming and trying to
Go
silence
home. You're
me.
the fascists
That's
go
fascism
home.
right
You're
there.
the fascists go home.
But that's fascism. That's
You're the
fascism. What
fascists
you're
go
doing
home.
right now.
You're the fascists go home.
Why am I a fascist?
You're the fascists go home.
But why? But why?
Tell fascists go home.
Okay, so you want to define fascism for me?
Can
you tell me?
Center, and you
Can you
didn't
tell
do
me?
anything to prevent that.
You're a serious person. You're like quiet and you're looking. Can you give me a definition? Okay, so fascism. Fascism is defined by.
You're an English teacher.
Sure, if you want to do that.
Your buddy got stabbed at the. Yo, he didn't
My
get
buddy?
stabbed. Your buddy got stabbed later on because of the Delhi Center. You incorporate ideas that
People being
create
stabbed is a
violence.
terrible thing.
You know, and you help create that.
How?
Violence. You help create
How?
that tension.
I haven't raised my hand against anybody. I
You're
haven't
telling me
watched
that
anybody.
people that watch your stuff for hours don't have an idea of what it is?
Yeah, no
You don't have
violence.
an idea?
I'm the one who gets
So
spit
you're
at.
telling me that
I'm the one who got
person-
hurt.
Your buddy,
I'm the one who got robbed.
Your buddy took a flag. All right.
Which buddy?
Your buddy took a flag.
Which buddy?
Your buddy took a flag.
Okay.
You tried to take a flag at the Delhi Center. Okay. All right. Do you have an idea?
We're talking
where
about
the
Santa.
Do you know where the Delhi Center's at?
Tell me.
Do you know where the Delhi Center's at?
Which
You
is
tell
it?
me where the Delhi
Okay,
Center's
well,
at.
I'm the one who
Sir,
needs to be
you
educated.
actually physically were there.
Okay,
Like your body was
we're
there.
talking about Santa
So
Ana?
You're telling me that you don't know where the Delhi Center is?
Okay, I'm trying to answer you.
Your
Santa
buddy
Ana?
got stabbed at an event like a month later.
Really?
And he didn't get arrested at the Delhi Center.
He got stabbed
Had he
later?
been
Why?
arrested and charged, he probably wouldn't have been at the event.
Okay, so
Are you
blaming the victim? Is that what you're doing? You're blaming the victim?
you think it's
No,
okay
I'm
to
actually
stab
blaming him
somebody
for his buddy
because somebody
getting
stole a flag?
No,
Blame him.
Is that what you're saying?
You have
Violence,
nurture
I'm the
violence.
one who witnessed
You're the
somebody
one that
getting punched in the
records and
face.
shares information.
I'm allowed to do that. It's
You
called
share-
free speech.
You know what? It is called free speech, but it's the speech that you're saying, not the consequences. You're not held responsible for the consequences.
What
of your
consequences?
actions. Your buddy got stabbed. He has the same ideology that you do, and he got
What is
stabbed.
his ideology?
What is it?
He got stabbed because of you.
What's the
He got
ideology
stabbed.
you're screaming about?
Your ideology?
Yes.
No.
What
That's
is
not
it?
where
What
you
is
can
it?
flip it.
Well, what
you
is-
were at the
where's
Delhi
your
Center.
understanding?
You helped
Where's your
share information that led to others going and stabbing your buddy, man.
Nope.
Yeah,
Wrong.
he did. He got stabbed.
I don't
He's on your
advocate
side.
or promote
your
violence.
Your buddy got stabbed because of
I'm
you.
the one who got
Your buddy got
stolen,
stabbed
robbed,
because
and
of you.
spit at in Berkeley.
Okay.
I'm the one
You're
advocating
Orange County,
violence.
buddy. You're standing in Orange County, buddy.
Violence, right?
No, of course not.
Who shot the pepper spray?
What is it?
Who shot that pepper spray at that girl? Because they're
Do you
trying to
not
find
see
it.
that
It's called a
about
defense
pepper spray
mechanism.
because
Are you
of your
okay?
actions?
Yeah, I'm
She's the one who's a victim.
I'm okay, yeah.
You're the one that.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I want to make sure she's arrested. Where the fuck is she?
Okay, good. She's a black lady with
no,
a...
I see her right there.
Right over there. Come on.
Yeah, no. I need.
We'll go get him.
I did. They said, oh, they can't do anything right now.
Come yell at us.
You want to go arrest her? Or citizens arrest
I
her?
haven't touched anyone. I didn't.
You okay, Ginger?
I haven't flipped anyone off.
Okay, come with me, Jeremy, really quick.
And that begins.
Okay.
And these people right here, that's what they do.
That black lady right there attacked Genevieve Peters right there, and this is the same lady who this woman trespassed on a veterans hall in West Carson. We were there. She was in my face shouting, "It's a systematic thing, big dummy." Docs, we've got your citizen's arrest is coming your way. You're busted. Everybody take a look. Got it. You cannot. Why are you defending violence? You hated what happened in Charlottesville, but she punches a white lady. Would you explain to me how that's acceptable? It's too late. We all know what she looks like. Take a picture of her right now. There she is.
I have it on video too.
Excellent. Thank you. Really? Fascists go home! 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 Give it some music! Give it a downbeat! Fascists go home! Fascists go home! Fascists go home! Everybody go home! Ask around, they'll tell you! Fascists go home! Fascists go home! Fascists go home! Fascists go home! You should look at the mirror! Fascists go home! Fascists go home! The real hardcore! Right here. Fascists go home! 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 Yeah! Fascists go home! You guys are lying! You're still here! Fascists go home! Fascists go home! Fascists go home! Fascists go home! Why do you think that guy is? Are you thinking that guy's Mexican? You think that guy's Mexican? I think that's racist. How do you know that he's Mexican or not Mexican?
Do you want to explain to me why I'm cleaning mace off of a girl's face?
Yeah, because that crazy black girl went off at a white woman and someone had to protect her.
And you maced somebody completely
and punched her repeatedly. That's why.
Stop paying the victim.
You maced someone in the
I didn't mace anybody.
direction.
I didn't mace anybody.
You guys came through and maced somebody.
Nope, wrong.
Someone was punching one of our friends.
Where am I wrong? I'm taking mace off of a crying girl's face, and you guys are over here acting like you're big shit.
I got maced.
I'm not big. It doesn't matter what I am. I'm here to discuss, to promote, to
No, you
challenge.
don't seem to be here to discuss anything. You seem to be.
I can if they're just going to chant "fascists go home" when they don't even know what fascism is.
All right, well, you know what fascism is.
Okay, I'll end it up for you right now. It is a massive concentration of the state using private interests co-opted by those officials. It is not a liberal democracy. It is a full imposition of power, undermining the rights of citizens. Thank you. Go ahead.
That's actually good.
Thank
the
you.
only thing I think you could hit that's missing there is the violent.
I did say force, impose.
Yeah, no, but the populist element, because there's far right dictatorships like Pinochet.
Wrong. They've always been left wing.
Pinochet's dictatorship was far right and propped up by. So Pinochet's regime was put in place by the American CIA as a part of Operation Condor. It was a far right regime.
Go ahead.
Responsible
1973, Allende was killed. I know about it.
Yeah.
So here's the deal.
By the state.
Okay, the fact is, Pinochet, you have a choice. Realpolitik really sucks. Sometimes you can't choose.
But Allende was democratically elected. How can you be here talking about freedom of speech?
Easy, because democracies don't mean nothing without democratic values. More importantly, liberal values.
So
truly
values
liberal.
include overthrowing a nation's democratically elected government. Because we did that. Your side did
I didn't.
That. You didn't do that. But
The government did. The CIA did.
Yes.
Now here's my answer to that. You're bringing up a very good point, which is a really troublesome aspect of foreign policy. Let me finish. Allende was a full-on commie. Communists kill everyone. They kill everyone. Look what's going on in Hugo Chavez. What's going on in Venezuela right now?
Venezuela is not remotely socialist. 75%.
Yes, it is.
75% of their economy is
radically socialist.
75% of their economy is in the private sector.
No, it's not.
Yes.
It's been nationalized.
Yes, it is 75% of the economy.
Talk to a Venezuelan.
This comes
A
from the
Venezuelan
United
named
Nations.
Andres de Leon will explain this to you. Thanks a lot.
This comes from the United Nations.
Give me a sec. I just took it around. What I'm telling you is this. Pinochet was pushed from the inside out. He was forced to do a plebiscite. Chile is one of the most liberal economies in the world.
Yeah, because of the Manuel Rodriguez patriotic front, the groups that fought against them.
Wrong.
No,
Communism kills. Fascism kills. Socialism kills. No, you don't want that.
Communism is the only answer we got left. Buddy.
No, it's not.
Look, we can't go on the way our system's running.
Why? Okay, I'm listening.
Okay, so one of the economic principles that underpins capital is the tendency for rates of profit to fall.
For a caption for a photo.
I need you to watch me.
There's a tendency for rates of profit to fall. It's an economic doctrine that's been upheld by now 125 years of academic work. So we're seeing that start to play out because of the expanse of machinery and automation in our productive forces.
Automation. Can I speak to that?
Yes.
Okay, so in the early 1800s, they had groups called the Luddites. They would destroy the windmills. They would destroy the water mills. So let me finish.
Okay.
So we're seeing the same concerns right now. We're seeing a massive technological shift.
Yeah.
Oh my God, people are going to be out of jobs. No. New needs and new demands will emerge. And new jobs will be created.
What do we do when they don't? Because the market doesn't...
There's no what ifs. It's already happened. It will continue to happen.
I'm not arguing against automation either. Automation, if we collectivize the wealth it creates, is for the benefit of all of humanity.
Okay, collectivism. You want to promote collectivism.
I want to promote democratic management and collectivism of industry by the people who work it. Those who work it are those who should own it. That's my ultimate
Can you
argument.
give me one country where that's working right now?
There is no country working because America and its allies have intentionally overthrown countless democratically elected socialist governments throughout Latin America, Asia, and Africa.
Are you saying that the United States overthrew Venezuela?
No, Venezuela isn't socialist.
Yes, it is.
75% of their economy is privatized.
No, it's not.
Yes.
Oil, milk, these have been nationalized. The price system has been
Oil
nationalized.
has always been nationalized, but their oil nationalization is not socialism.
Yes, it is. Oh, yes, it is.
No.
This is why we're not. So everybody, this is why we're having a problem as a country. The terms are getting all slippery, and we're not getting something definitive and effective. But I'm glad we're finally understanding this.
Is he trying to spit out what he's been taught front where it hasn't actually been put into
Well,
application?
I mean, that's a good question. Have you heard this in
Where
your
has it
lectures?
worked?
Did you read it?
So let's look at 1936 to 1939 Revolutionary Catalan.
Where?
Revolutionary Catalunya in Spain. Without great force.
Stop, please. Where has it worked?
It worked in Revolutionary Catalan.
No, it didn't.
No, they quadrupled their agriculture. They sextupled their manufacturing.
You know, the inception of this country right here was based on a communal system, right? For 1 year. But people starved, so they would set everybody
The separatists
free.
tried it and it failed.
But we also
Socialism sucks. It doesn't work.
you can't have socialism without capitalism first existing for one. It's dialectical.
Okay, so wait a
It's a
minute.
dialectical process.
Okay, so you're reading from Marx because you use that magic word dialectic.
Yes, which is actually a Hegelian term. It's not a Marxist.
Oh, sure it is. I know about Hegel as well. The guy, and then Marx took that dialectic and turned it on its head.
And he used it as a mode for analyzing history instead of the
Did you know that
phenomenology of
Marx
history.
lived and thrived in capitalist societies?
Yes, because we all do. We live in whatever fucking society.
Then why don't we
we're brought
continue
in.
doing it?
Because it's not working. It's
Why?
marching us towards a crisis.
Why?
Because we are seeing the tendency for rates of profit to fall. And
Venezuela?
No, this is.
Say it loud and say it clear!
Why am I stupid? I answered you.
I didn't create Venezuela.
But the most important thing.
Thank you.
So what I
You got a runner. You got a runner.
Got another runner. The point is, we're seeing a real slippery problem with the terms. It is socialism. When you have the state taking over the means of production, you have socialism.
Don't their teacher, don't their...
I agree with you. Kill it. That is the fascism. These guys are pushing it. This is what the Brown Church did. Shouting and killing at people. I like the costume. Where's the nose? Hi, how are you? Anybody else want to play the card of socialism? Yes.
What's your name?
Arthur.
Okay.
Arthur.
Are you streaming somewhere?
Yes, I am. I'm streaming now.
Can I find where?
Arthur Christopher Shopper. I have my card.
Okay, can I get it?
Yeah, I'll get it right now. I don't want to lose over here. Thank you. There you go.
Don't lie here. He's gonna get some men.
You can have a card too.
Don't get too close.
This guy said it himself. I know the Talmud better than he does. Okay, thank you. The problem is I don't have a chain right now, so someone can knock it out. Anybody else want to sing the praises of socialism? I'm listening. Anybody? Anybody at all? You said I was stupid. I'm a baby, right? I'm a baby, right? Why am I a baby? Because I have a action figure?
You have no hair like one, bro.
I have no what?
I said you heard a baby. You caused this riot in a baby.
How did I cause a riot?
Because you're here being conscious.
Being here is a riot cause? Really? Or is it because I'm white? Is that it? Are you discriminating because I'm white?
You're just here to make people mad.
How do I make people mad, dude? I have no control over your feelings. You are an adult. That's it? Really? Is that all you got? You threaten me? Really? Who's the baby?
We got a runner.
We got another runner. Is that how you behave? You threaten to sucker punch somebody? Really? And who's the baby? Who's the child? Take a look, folks. Gotcha.
You're making him mad. He's
Right there.
He's going to resort to violence.
Are you
Stand back.
triggered?
Stand back. Look up.
Yes, you
Look
did.
out. Stand back.
This is the guy. Well, thank you. Hi. His name's Arthur.
Arthur!
Yes.
I'm
well,
Arthur, hi!
Yes, I am. Are you Arthur too?
I'm Arthur!
Okay, that's great.
Look at you with your Arthur!
Yeah, thank you so much.
Thanks for your insightful comment.
This guy lost his job to illegals. What would you like to tell him? That was okay?
Is he from the OC Weekly?
Oh, probably.
Oh my God!
That Ariano guy got fired. Oh no, he quit. You fucking
Thanks for your
idiots.
insightful comment. That's
Is that
all
your
you got
age or
to
your
say.
IQ?
Use your big boy
This
words.
is all they're left
Use
with.
your big boy
F word,
words.
F word, F word, and then he
Go ahead,
threatens to
try
sucker
it
punch me.
Try it again.
Hi, how are you?
Try to have
Love the Cal Suit.
Did you go to college?
We have friends. I call them heifers. You are a
Well,
real
you
heifer.
failed.
I mean it in a
Your
nice
pieces
way
are
because I like your
failure.
costume.
You have nothing to say but childish words. Childish words. That's all you got.
Can you go behind 4-letter words? Can you go behind 4-letter words?
Like love?
But beyond, because you were saying fuck and you're saying all these perverse words. Can you do better?
Jesus loves the little children.
That's a 5-letter
All
word.
the children in the morning, red or yellow, black and white, they are precious in His sight.
Do you believe
Yes,
that?
I do.
Well, then act on it. That's it.
I got
How is he
nothing
not?
to say about any person of color. Come back, you're a runner. You got nothing.
Free take. Okay, anybody else want to sing the praises of socialism? Because I found one person who couldn't give me an example of how it works. Or twice.
big boy words. Shut the fuck up.
Use your big boy words.
In my face, man. See what happens.
I don't want to touch anything about you. Wow. And he's got a skateboard now.
Yeah. I'm not gonna hit you.
Wow. Why are you brandishing it? I mean, damn, dude. Why?
Fucking ass. You hit me, man? You hit me? Go for it. Go for it, man. Go for it, dude.
I don't want to hit. We want to love. 4-letter word. Love.
Go for it, man. Go for it.
4-letter word. Love. Immigrants make America great. I agree with you. What's the problem? They got to come legally. That's all. Legal. You see, this is peace. We can do this. Lady, tell me.
Do you have a weapon?
I don't.
Are you armed or something?
I don't have anything.
I'm glad to hear it.
Look at this.
That flashlight, we love it. Okay, hey, you, lady. She has the courage to say something. So tell me, immigrants make America great. I agree with you. So what's the problem?
That you're terrified of my flashlight.
They just have to come legally. Okay, she's first. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Racism.
Okay. Okay, Silver, go ahead. Okay, racism against immigrants? Okay, where's the example?
Example, when someone comes and mocks me and my mother for speaking Spanish in the grocery store.
I don't do that. I don't.
And that's great for you.
I speak Spanish, but not that great.
Okay.
I speak French. My French is better.
That doesn't
Okay, would you not agree?
change the fact that after Donald Trump got elected,
Okay.
my mother experienced much more racism.
Your mom? Are you mom?
Not my mother.
Okay, I'm just asking. Are you serious? I'm allowed to ask. She's standing right next to her. If you're mad, I'm sorry. Didn't mean to insult. Doesn't matter. She's an adult and she can handle it. Go ahead. You interrupted her. Let her speak.
Dude, you're just speaking into the air. You're like those speech
Okay,
bubbles
go ahead.
that blink. You're like those speech bubbles that
Why do you have a problem with?
You're like that speech bubble that's
Okay,
blink,
so
dog.
we agree.
You're like that speech bubble
We
with
agree.
nothing
We agree.
happens.
Immigrants are
Nothing
great,
happens.
but they got to come legally.
This isn't a TV
That's
show.
the problem.
Who are you interviewing?
I'm trying to talk to her,
Who
but
are
you're
you
interrupting me.
interviewing, dog?
So,
what's your
I
profession?
like what you're saying.
What's your profession? Who are you interviewing? Who are you interviewing?
You have a problem
Who
with
are you
women
interviewing?
speaking for themselves?
Do you know her name?
Thank you.
What's her name? What's her name?
He has a problem
Hey,
with-
what's her name? What's her name? You don't know her?
Okay, you're next.
You don't know her?
Conversation.
I'm interested.
What are you representing? What do you represent? What
Okay,
do you
right now,
represent?
I'm a citizen. I love free speech. I'm fighting for it. I love Trump. I want to promote him. I want to challenge the ideas or the lies that are spoken about him. What you have here, even on colleges, even if we did, let me finish. We have got to stand up to the lies that are being pushed. There's one guy singing the praises of socialism. I ask him for one country where it's succeeding. None, because it doesn't. It is a recipe of failure based on greed and envy. For example, there's a lot. Go ahead.
I asked you what you came here to represent. You said you came here to represent the ideas of Donald Trump. Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay, so
That's fine.
Okay, so what do his ideas manifest from?
Okay, what do they manifest from?
Yes.
Where are they based on?
Yes.
Sure, constitutional rule, limited government. You disagree?
Yes.
Why?
You know why? Because his first statement prior to running as president is what? Politics is a bunch of bullshit. He said it himself.
Okay.
Politics is
What's your point?
all about. Okay, what I'm saying is that. Okay, you're saying that.
That's nice. What's your point?
My point is that you're representing his policy, right? His governmental policies.
Okay.
He said that it's bullshit already.
No.
So what? What do you mean?
I disagree. Now, here's the thing. You got Donald Trump, who's a master of the media. This guy has gone around using Twitter. People have they hate it, they like it, whatever. This is a guy who has trumped the media many times.
His ideas.
So let me tell you some of the ideas that I've represented. So for starters, he is pro-life. You may disagree. Sorry.
It's okay.
Okay.
Listen, I'm an educated
It's about
person,
peace.
Okay. I can't.
So you hate Trump. Tell me why.
I don't hate him. Here's the thing. There's no. I don't believe in hate. Okay.
Good.
Hate. This is what hate. This is what happens when hate happens.
I disagree. People are listening. They can disagree with me, or they can agree with me.
Because someone that's educated is speaking to you.
Okay, I am educated too. Whether you agree or not is not my problem.
You're not. I never said
Okay,
that, my friend.
Fair enough.
I'm just saying that this is what hate comes. Hate
Why?
brings this. Why?
I'm looking at you and her. I may agree or disagree. It doesn't matter. This is where it has to start.
Over him.
This guy is not educated.
Because I'm disagreeing you.
No, you're not.
Okay, I
It's
apologize.
not about disagreeing. It's not about.
Fair enough.
We can disagree. If we don't. If we
Okay.
all agree, what the hell is life about?
that. We all have
I
to
like that.
disagree, okay? But listen, it's about right and wrong. It's about moral.
Excellent.
It's about ethics, right? What does
Absolutely.
Okay, so Trump brings hate.
How?
Trump brings riots.
How?
Oh my goodness, what's going on right now?
This is not a riot.
Okay,
I'm standing here talking to you.
It could be if people that
I'm
are
not interested.
uneducated,
girl, you fucking idiot.
That's how.
I didn't pepper spray anybody.
Okay, well,
Next.
someone you came with did.
Okay, you want to know who brought that violence? It was that black girl punching another woman, a white woman, a friend of mine. Her name is
Oh,
Genevieve.
to blame someone other than yourself.
Okay, but
Yeah, because that's another person did it.
we came down to the point, right, that you
Okay.
came here to represent Trump. We don't want that though. So
Why?
please
Who's we? You speak for every single person? No, you do not.
Am I
Okay.
speaking for most of us here? Yes or no?
Kinda. So it's not true.
There's a lot more I can say, but I'm not trying to be as disrespectful. There's a lot of opinions here. Exactly.
There is a lot of opinions, so you don't
Exactly.
speak for everybody 100%.
And you speak
No, you
over
don't.
people's opinion.
I'm not saying I do, but I'm saying
Okay.
the majority of us
Now
do.
you say you don't want Trump here.
I'm not saying I don't want Trump here. I'm just saying I don't want hatred here. I don't want bigotry.
I agree
here.
with you.
I don't want racism here.
I don't
okay?
want it
because
either.
that's what brings us
There was a
apart.
lady who had a shirt that said immigrants make America great. I agree, but they have to come legally. That isn't about race.
That's fine, okay? And I
You agree
with that
or
too.
disagree, whatever.
I agree, okay.
So there's no hate here. We're talking.
Sure, but then don't pepper my people. Don't be
What do you mean your
fucking-
people? What do you mean your people?
My people are my fellow students, my peers that are
Okay.
here with me. That's
So
my people.
that's
Who
fine.
I represent.
I don't have a problem with peers or students as long as I'm here to talk. I'm here to listen. Yes, I am. If
And I
I
understand that, and that's okay.
okay, that's okay.
That's fine. I don't.
You won't shake my hand. All right.
It's because we're.
No, I just want to show an affirmation.
We're in different. Your perspective is not what I see, and
Okay, tell me about your perspective then. I want to know.
there's too much to tell you.
Give me one
you're
thing.
Not logical enough to understand.
Okay,
even
whether
even if I do, you're not gonna understand.
I
You're gonna
disagree.
go home, You're gonna go home. You're gonna keep on hating and.
How am I hating?
Listen, I know that.
I don't see you as a hater. Don't frame me that way.
Listen, I know that when you go home, you're gonna go back and you're gonna be like, oh, all these money.
No.
I know you will.
You know why?
You're acting different because look how many people.
Acting different. I did this in Berkeley before getting beat down. You know, and let me explain this because someone's upset. When you say something, if you were to say 2 + 2 = 5, I'm going to say no. When you're calling me a hater, that's wrong. I will challenge that. I'm allowed to do that. I'm listening to you right now. Hate? What are you talking about?
I don't care. Whatever.
Good.
I had my discussion. Have a good day, man.
That's fine. Is that what you wanted to ask me?
I just want to know what you came to represent. You said
I did.
you came to represent Trump.
Yes.
And that's all I want. That's hate. That's racism.
Why?
That's bigotry.
Why?
Why? Because everything that's coming out from him.
Like what?
Dude, everything that's coming around.
What has he said that's racist?
Okay.
Go ahead.
Mexicans come here illegally to rape our people. Mexicans
He didn't
come
say
here
that.
to steal.
He did not say that.
Go
I
YouTube.
will
search
tell
it
you
out
what
later.
he said because I've looked into it.
Go and see it.
And that is a legitimate gripe. So here it is. So this is what's happening. When Mexico sends their people, they're not sending their best. They're sending drugs. They're bringing crime. They're rapists. They're murderers. And some of them are good people. That's what he said. Did you know that you have Arabs, you have felons, you have terrorists from other countries who come from Mexico. People from Ireland are here illegally too that have to be deported as well. Illegal immigration is not about skin color. That's insane. It's about legal status. We have English illegals, for Christ's sake. One of the largest populations are from England, and they need to go. I agree. Status is not about skin color. It's never been.
So what about immigration reform?
Okay, now let's talk about that.
Yes.
Okay, what do you want? See, I'm going to listen more. I agree. I will interrupt. He gets upset, but why? If someone calls me a hater, that's wrong. Because it's not true. What's your take on it? What do you want to do?
So, I was looking at the Gang of Eight bill that was proposed by McCain, Rubio, and a few others.
Jeff Flake.
Right.
And Lindsey Graham, those are the Republicans.
Right, and it was shot down because many Republicans said that it does not reflect American values, but
I'm going to disagree with that assessment because what you have in the House of Representatives is a popular chamber. There is a popular sentiment in this country in opposition to amnesty. In the state of California, even with sanctuary state passed, 80%, this is a Berkeley study established, 80% oppose sanctuary cities. That's Democrats and independents, not just Republicans. And the House of Representatives is reflecting that sentiment.
Right, but what do you, so from a conservative...
But what do you want? What do you want?
Well, I would like to see a streamlined approach for those who contribute. Oh, what is going on?
What's happening?
Riot police.
No idea.
I'm listening to you. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, I'd like to...
Your name real quick?
My name is Ed.
This is more important to me. It is. I'm listening.
No, I'd like to see a more streamlined approach
Good.
for those who
this is what I'm talking about. I want this.
Okay,
so tell me.
We all want this. This is, I believe, this is a non-partisan issue. This is an American issue,
I agree.
So...
Okay. Now, what do you want for immigration? What do you want? Let's do something specific. There's 11 million plus in this country illegally. Right. What do you want to do?
Those with documented criminal histories have to go.
Okay.
Okay. Those, you know, criminal histories that involve victims, non-victim crimes like overstaying a
visa. Like theft.
Right. That's no. Even theft, because that has monetary value.
They should be deported. You agree?
Absolutely. If they're stealing, they're stealing from hardworking Americans. But what about those who come here and maybe they overstay a visa, but they're here to feed their families both here in America and abroad because they don't have those opportunities at home.
Okay.
And they come here, even after Trump has become president, they're coming here in droves to work here in America. Okay.
Make their country better.
Okay.
See, now this is...
So have you finished? You established. So if it's a non-violent, non-anything felony or misdemeanor, they should be able to stay. But otherwise, anybody with a misdemeanor property crime... Holy shit. What the fuck? Oh, they're getting Antifa, finally. Thank you, police. You can't wear a mask. You can't wear a mask. You can't wear a mask. Yes, he was wearing a mask. You can't fucking do that.
Bravo!
Go ahead.
Yeah, you too. Watch your back. Watch your
Thank you. You got it.
We saw you out in San Bernardino.
Praise kick.
Praise kick all day.
You mean they actually do their job here? Not like Berkeley, where I got spit at and things stolen from me.
No, actually, we just
that is unacceptable.
Yeah. And,
I mean,
yeah, it's BS. I did nothing. I sat there and Popo didn't do jack squat. Get him out of here! This is what it takes. See, we were able to talk. Now those thugs, 2 of them were right behind this guy and wanted to do something to him and to me and maybe you. Because what we're doing, they don't want. Do you see what I'm saying?
That's the problem.
Discourse of ideas. They
don't want us to record it or what?
You do whatever you want. I want to talk to you.
I appreciate that.
Okay, so this is my answer. It is a hardline answer. I don't apologize. I recognize it. Anyone who's in this country illegally is subject to deportation. Whether you're 3, 33, or 103. You have to go back to your home country.
Right, and that's currently the law as it stands.
But they're not being enforced. So my answer, honestly, we don't need new laws. Let's enforce our laws. Yeah.
Why not come up with more practical laws? Because you see, we've let this problem go unanswered for too long.
Yeah.
And because it has been unanswered,
Democrat and Republican are responsible for that. I'll honest that.
Because it has been unanswered for so long, we need to come up with a practical solution that benefits everybody, or at least as many people.
Okay, this is
as we keep American interests.
Okay,
first.
Sure. Keeping American interests and Americans first depends on sovereignty and an affirmation of the rule of law. If we allow amnesty for one portion of the population here illegally, there will be chain migration connected to it. It's been established and studied enough. We have to be hard on this. It isn't going to be pretty, but guess what? We have a large community of illegals under that DACA program. They can return to their home countries, bless and benefit those countries. But ultimately, American interests must be placed first and foremost. Just as Mexico and Guatemala and China and France and Sweden and Uzbekistan, those nations put their country's citizens first.
And it's unfortunate that those countries, many of which run on antiquated governing systems, don't have the safeguards in place to prevent against tyranny, to prevent against corruption.
Okay.
So many people flee out of political fear that their beliefs are going to get them incarcerated, that their initiatives to go to work are going to get them thrown in jail because maybe they're taking a job from someone who belongs to the correct party at the time.
This is my answer. There are a number of countries which have had authoritarian regimes. They get phased out, they get pushed out. We are not helping that happen as long as illegals of all skill sets are able to just come to other countries. If we want to make Mexico great again, Mexicans need to fight in Mexico. If we want to help Guatemala be great again, Guatemalans must fight, and they're doing that right now. In Mexico, you have uprisings all over the country against Nieto and against the corruption, which is rampant.
Right, there are many nationals there that are doing their job, and they're doing great by their people.
I'm just checking behind, okay?
But for those who have come here to, to satisfy the immediate needs of their family, there should be some streamlined approach to allow them to work and contribute to our outputs, because if they are here now legally, they can contribute tax-wise, and that is what we want.
Okay.
We don't want to lose out on all that tax revenue.
I'm going to disagree. Most of them are not even paying taxes. They use the earned income tax credit in order to get more money from the government. We disagree, but I'm glad we were able to talk about it.
Actually,
you're the first person to shook my hand. Yes.
I'm actually a little bit curious about that. So if you're an illegal immigrant, or if you do not have citizenship in this country, you are still entitled to tax credits? I thought you needed a...
They're getting it. This is the fraud we're seeing. And speaking of fraud, with the DACA program, at least 44 to 50% of the people on DACA shouldn't even be there. It's fraudulent. So that's another problem.
But why is that? What would you say disqualifies them from DACA?
The fact that they're here illegally. And that program is unconstitutional and never should have been initiated.
Okay, so looking past the fact that they're here illegally, which is true, there is no doubting that that is why they are on DACA, what other traits do they share that make them unfit for such a program?
Doesn't matter. It's a legal question. It's a legal issue. They're here illegally. They must return to their home countries and come legally. It's a matter of sovereignty as well as security.
So what about getting rid of the 10 years of probation, or I guess they banned them for 10 years, that's what's going on, right? So they send them back to their countries and now they're banned from coming back.
That's a question I haven't thought about yet.
Because, you know, that's 10 years that they are unable to come back and contribute.
And why is that a problem, though?
Because there are many bright minds that we can use here, just like they can use at home, and perhaps they are of most benefit to their home country and to us, if they can use resources that are given to them here or that they can earn here to take back home. You know, many people from many countries, they're great scholars and they come here for an American education to then take that back to their home countries and help improve the educational infrastructure, to help improve...
Well, that's what I want to do. I want no amnesty. There must be full enforcement of our laws. That's where I stand. I got to move along. So
perhaps that is where we disagree. But
that's fine, but we were able to do it.
I hope that maybe amnesty will become a more realistic and attainable goal for all of us.
Okay. What's your name?
Just one side. My name is Ed.
Thanks, Arthur.
Arthur.
And Arthur. Okay. Arthur, thanks. What's happening now?
I don't know.
All hell is broken loose?
Pretty much wrapping up the house.
Well, good. Well, it's about damn time.
That dude pepper sprayed a baby.
Okay.
Yeah, I know. He pepper sprayed that kid.
What? An Antifa pepper sprayed a kid? You know why pepper spray was released? Because you had this crazy black lady punching a white woman.
I know about that. I mean that.
Look at this, folks. This is what it's coming to. We can't have dialogue. We have to have, what, 50 riot police? What the hell is this? So we've got riot police in full regalia. Come on. Okay. This is crazy. No, arrest anybody who has to wear a mask. What's with that? Why do they want Milo out? That's a good question.
Because he offends them.
Is this true? Are you guys anti-Milo or what? Why?
Stuff I've heard about him is bad.
What have you heard about him?
My family are immigrants.
Okay, so he's spoken against immigrants? When?
He told my cousin that...
Milo did. Milo personally told your cousin?
Yeah, that she should get raped.
She should what?
Get raped at Berkeley.
What? Really? Tell me about that. Wow. No, I'm serious. I'm listening.
It was on the news.
I didn't hear about it. My bad.
He was walking around Berkeley and he told my cousin that she should get raped.
That's a terrible thing. Now, I need to know the full thing about that. If he's making a joke or not, it's still not funny. I agree with you.
No,
that's wrong.
That's what I'm
Do you
saying.
feel that? Okay, sorry.
That's only why I don't like him. Because why would you attack?
Okay.
That rape isn't a good thing, no matter what you think about it.
I absolutely agree with you. So I'm sorry that happened. Do you feel that he shouldn't even be allowed to speak at a campus, though?
It's a free country.
Okay, so you don't have a problem. I'm sorry.
Everyone has the right to talk and express their opinions if it's not violence.
You know, I really appreciate your... May I have your name? I'm Arthur. Nice to meet you. So you don't know, you would allow him to speak, but you don't like him? Fine. I don't have a problem with that. Are you friend or relative or what? Friend? Okay, got it. Okay, and is it the same reason because of the comment that Milo had made to
I just think
her
some of
sister?
you guys are too I don't know.
Too what?
Too aggressive.
I'm standing here.
Like that guy over there with the Trump hat, he pepper sprayed me in the eye.
Okay. So
that wasn't.
you know why that happened? Why there was pepper spray going on?
Oh, I know, because there was a fight, but it could have.
No, it wasn't. There was a fight. You have that black girl punching a white woman, attacking her repeatedly. It's a defensive measure.
It could have been. It could have been.
So that's all I'm saying. You guys are anti-Milo or pro-Milo or what?
What do you think about medical marijuana?
I support it. It should be legalized. I think that local jurisdiction should decide whether to allow it or not.
Local jurisdiction?
Yes, like a city. If they don't want marijuana shops, they have a right. I've been going to Cudahy, California, for example. The citizens in that community do not want medical marijuana.
Is that you?
No, this is Arthur. There you go.
Why do you need a bodyguard though?
Because people are attacking others. I have a right to be safe, don't I?
Yeah, but you could handle yourself.
No, I can't.
Because you're responsible, because you made the choice to come here.
Okay, I made a choice to come here. It doesn't mean that people have a right to attack others for freedom of speech.
This is America. You should be safe in America.
You got a point, though. Why is it that on college campuses, somebody who's a Trump supporter or even a Gary Johnson supporter has to have protection or have somebody have their back? Why is that? Why has it happened like this? It shouldn't be that way. And that's another reason I do come. And there's a lot of people I have spoken to, whether they agree or disagree, we'll be able to start talking about stuff. There was that one guy asked about marijuana. That's fine. Doesn't matter. I'm allowed to ask and I'm allowed to hear. I want to understand where people are coming from. When I'm starting to get kind of a window in why some people are pushing for socialism. The terms are totally slipped up. They think nationalism isn't socialism. It's totally wrong. It's the same thing.
Because you're trying to drive anger out of people?
How am I making people angry? How? You're calm. You're talking to me.
I'm talking.
Good. I'm not here. I can't make anybody feel anything.
Not everyone is as patient as I am.
And there's lots of people I've met who've been patient. They've listened. I've listened to them. I might be, if they say something that's a lie, I will challenge it. When someone says you're pushing hate, no, I'm not. This is not true.
I think
Fair enough.
You're just trying to look for anger out of people.
Nope, not at all. I'm standing here right now and I've listened to you. I didn't look for anger. I wanted an answer. I said, do you hate or love Milo and why? That's what I asked. So that wasn't about finding anger, now was it? Love Trump, hate Trump, why? You think he brings hate? I remember you were like behind that guy. So you said there's lots of opinions, right? So tell me, what's your take on him? For better or for worse?
On who?
Trump.
Trump? I mean, I don't know. I did vote for him, so.
You did vote for him?
Yeah.
All right. Why did you vote for him?
Well, it was between Hillary and Trump for me, but.
Sure.
I honestly just, Trump appealed to me more.
Good. What was it about him that appealed?
I honestly don't know. I mean, I just hit or miss.
It's okay.
I don't like neither, but like I voted.
That's fine.
To become like I didn't want to not vote because I feel like that's pointless. You should vote. Everyone should vote.
Absolutely.
If you're able to.
Not voting for Trump would have meant Hillary, and for me, Hillary was the most corrupt, bereft, immoral candidate that had ever run for office. From bleaching her emails to what happened in Benghazi and with the Obama administration, from Fast and Furious to DOJ to... Did you know that Barack Obama seized the phone records of AP reporters? Did you know about that?
I didn't know about any of the things you just said.
See, that's part of the problem. You've got a media that covered a lot of it up. You had veterans dying on secret wait lists under the Obama administration. Somebody please explain to me why the media didn't talk about that. We had a real problem, a media that practically propped up Obama every step of the way. And they wanted to do the same thing with Hillary. So that alone made it easy. I was not a Trump supporter initially, but what he's done has been excellent. I'm glad he's our president. So what's your name?
Chris.
Arthur.
Nice to meet you.
That's why I have Arthur.
Yeah.
Okay, it's Arthur. That's why. I don't sleep with this at night, okay? It's an action figure, but nobody knows who I am if I don't have this.
Okay.
He's a pizza. I like that. Pizza is good.
Hey, I'm with the register.
Okay, what's up, OC?
Tell me.
Tell me what? Tell you what?
Why are you like the only guy here?
I'm not the only guy. There's lots of guys here. That's not true either.
Okay,
We've got plenty over there.
Okay.
We've got at least 20.
20? Okay. So you guys need...
Do you see his hat? Okay,
Yeah,
you asked me if I was the only Trump guy. Really? Really?
I asked.
Okay.
You told me you had 20. Okay.
At least.
So you knew you'd be outnumbered. What brought
And
you
actually,
out
he's a Trump supporter.
What brought you out? You knew you'd be outnumbered with this group.
I don't know that.
I guess I am now.
You had probably involved, so what brought you out?
What is the? I didn't know how many people would or would not be here. I didn't know that.
Yeah. So what do you hope to accomplish by being out here?
First of all, support free speech. Second of all, start challenging this monolithic, hateful culture on college campuses, which prevents people from speaking their minds, from agreeing or disagreeing. We've seen people here trying to silence dissent in many ways, and I want to challenge that. I want to know why college students do or do not like Trump. Mostly it's widespread. How many of you do not like Trump? Raise your hand. Okay, a couple hands. That's not good. Okay, I feel better already.
Isn't you challenging us the same as us challenging them, though?
Challenging who?
Milo.
That's fine. I don't have a problem with it. There was this one lady who said that she doesn't like Milo, and that's fine. It's a free country. But even she said he has a right to speak. So that's why I'm here.
So you got pushed around a little while ago?
A little bit, not that much.
Expect that? Or?
No, I don't. And I think it's wrong, but that's part of the culture I'm trying to challenge.
Right.
Why is this happening? Colleges are supposed to be open environments for discussion, and they're turning into these monolithic indoctrination camps, silencing people who disagree. You have kids who are not even learning. They're just spouting a bunch of the left-wing ideologies. They don't understand even what they're saying. I asked some people to define fascism, to define socialism, and they're not able to do it.
I want to go hit the sign.
So, big problem.
So you think your message is getting heard?
Yeah, it has been heard. I've listened to one guy. We spoke for about 15 minutes on the immigration issue. We found some common ground. There was another young lady. She had a shirt. It said, make immigrants great again, or something. I said, I don't have a problem with immigrants. They got to come legally. That's a point of discussion we have to start having. A lot of the issues, again, the terms are getting sloppy. People are being taught like a bunch of stock terms that are wrong, and so it's really hurting the capacity to discuss fairly, adequately, and maturely.
That's why I'm here. What's your name again?
Arthur Shopper. I'll give you my card. That way, because people get their one. Arthur, and this is Arthur. That's why I have it.
Okay, I got it.
You can your son or your daughter, maybe they watch the Arthur show.
If you want to protest fascist Milo, you're wrong. If you want to protest fascist Milo,
Pontius Pilate?
we're going to march.
Okay, they're marching now. You see, that's the thing, you know, I don't have a problem with disagree, agree, but it gets violent. People want to silence people. There were a couple people behind me who were shouting me down. So you guys hate Trump, like Trump, I don't care. I'm listening.
I dislike Trump, but I'm not here because I disagree with, like, Republicans. Like, I'm fine with you having your own political viewpoints. If you support Trump, what his tax ideas are or his immigration plans are,
right,
that is up to you. What I just don't agree with is putting people down for their race, putting people down for their sexuality, for their gender. That's what I disagree with. And Milo has said things in the past which has aligned with that.
You know
and
what?
That's why
okay, fair enough. So what are some things that Milo has said that you find offensive?
Well, one thing he said was that if women, I don't have the exact
That's fine, it's okay.
wording, but it was pretty much feminism is ruining women, and if women just shut up and went back to washing their clothes, it would be better. And it's just like, I think that's why lots of people are here, because I respect your views as a Republican. That is fine for me. It's just against people who are racist or sexist or anything along those lines. I think that's what some people are here to protest.
Okay, now you did see, and I've seen it already, people are trying to silence others or shout them out or punch them or drive them out. Do you agree with that?
No,
I'm glad to hear that. Good. This is something else people do not know, that there is a growing cohort on colleges that's against this Stalinist shutdown of freedom of speech.
I believe freedom of speech is right. I don't think hate speech is okay, but I don't know where we draw the line.
I don't think that hate speech exists. Prove me wrong.
I mean, what is your definition of hate speech?
Okay, hate speech is a misnomer. It is a false label. Speech cannot hurt you. It cannot damage you. It cannot steal your property. Now, actions that result from speech, there are specific context for that. Like, you don't get to shout fire in a crowded theater. I agree. Why? It's the consequences. It's the actions. But if I am in the middle of a field and shout fire, if I'm just saying fire, that's speech. That's not a crime. It shouldn't be silenced. Hate speech doesn't exist. You know, people can say the stupidest, most racist, most homophobic comments, and you know what? All you have to do is respond and say, no, that's not true, and here's why. Speech can't hurt you. We should not be afraid of any types of speech. What we should be afraid of is clear directives that want to kill, hurt, steal, destroy. That's our common law tradition.
I think what most people's thing against against hate speeches is because there have been problems against race and homophobia in the past that it fuels that fire, and I think that's why people are so against it.
Fair enough. So if I say something like, okay, I'm not saying, I don't agree with this, but I'm giving this as an example. If someone says, I think that all gays should be thrown off of buildings. Okay, that's a form of hate speech? Would you agree? Okay, now my saying that, is that going to get someone thrown off a building?
No.
Okay, so that's a viewpoint that someone has. Now, if I were to say something like, at 10 o'clock tonight, I'm going to find Milo and I'm going to throw him off a building. What do you think of that?
That's also wrong.
It is wrong, and you know what? Now that is a crime, because I've given a specific person, a specific time, and a specific act. We have conspiracy. People can try to stop me.
Yeah.
Absolutely. If I go, so do you see the difference there? The issue, and it's a gray line, it's not a gold line, but it's not the speech, but it's actions that are being urged upon.
I think most people's idea of hate speech is just like putting other people down. I just think that with a viewpoint of trying to get other people behind them. I feel like that's kind of what people view Milo as trying to do, as not only trying to bring forward his viewpoints, but also to get people to follow him. And I think people view that as dangerous because, you know, something like Charlottesville or something.
Okay.
And people worry about that.
Here's my take on that. People can say whatever they want. I have a choice whether I follow or not. If I choose to follow and commit a crime, that's on me, not on the person speaking it. Milo has made that case many times. He's not responsible for what other people do. He is responsible for what he says. I give an example. Now, by the way, full disclosure, I'm not a big Milo fan myself. I think it's gotten towards raunchy and scatological, and it's not a real discussion of issues, so that bothers me. That bothers me. Now, he has a right to say it, though. And he can say stupid things like, I think, these generic comments, I think that Muslims should leave the country, for example, if he said that, or he thinks that women should be doing X or Y. He has a right to say that. Guess what? I have a right not to follow, though, or not listen. But he can say it. What I have found is the most effective way to deal with this kind of stuff is more speech. The answer to free speech is more free speech, not calling it hate speech and silencing it. Why? Because then you get whatever power that is defining what hate is. And pretty soon, everybody gets silenced. So I think hate speech does not exist. Now, hateful actions does. Yeah. Like gays being thrown off of buildings. I don't like that. No, sorry. I'm against that. A more thorny topic is Islam. And that's, I think, where we're going to find, it's kind of like a crisis point. I'm not afraid to take that head on. I am speaking for myself. I think Islam is a cult. I don't think it's a religion. I think it's a political cult. I've read the Quran. I've looked at the verses in the Quran. And everywhere you go where you see Islam entrenched, you see violence, terrorism, gays being thrown off of buildings, women being treated like half of a man. Hey, how you doing, buddy?
Good, how you doing?
I love the red, white, and blue. Hi. So how did I answer? I hope I give an example of that. What do you think of that? I think Islam is a cult.
I mean, it depends how you define a cult.
Very good. A cult being a system of views that people are forced into and they cannot leave at the risk of losing their lives. In Islam, if you leave the faith, you know what the punishment is? Death. That's a cult. I have a problem with it. Now, if you're a Christian or Jewish or Buddhist or whatever, you're entitled to leave or go. There's no consequence of death. There is no other system of thought or religion that I know of that will end your life, or people will seek to kill you if you leave. See what I mean? So I would now qualify that. I don't have a problem with Muslims. There are individuals who identify as Muslims. They're not deep in the faith. In many cases, they have apostasy. They don't really have read the Quran. But there are more Muslims every day who are leaving Islam.
Personally, I believe, the Quran may say one thing and some people may follow it, but I feel like
fair enough.
Nowadays, a lot of different countries that follow, put their national religion under Islam.
Yes.
They no longer do the penalty of death, just like how other people, here they used to be, I know they're two different extremes. Obviously, death is different than going to hell if you get divorced. But you know how that changed and how people decided not to follow that part of the Bible.
Okay.
I feel like they're kind of changing. A lot of nations change so that they're not following that part of death. Now there are extremists, there are in every religion, where they do kill people. And so I believe going based on just the extremists is not fair for...
All right, I like what you're saying. So you're making the argument that Islam is not a cult or a dangerous religion. There's just extremist adherents. My answer to that is you can look at all the Pew Research from 2011, for example. The majority of Muslims in these Islamic countries, even in moderate countries like Turkey, hold extremist views in line with a pure rendering of the Quran. They do. Like the science of free speech, women are treated as half of a man, Sharia law is imposed. There are more and more ex-Muslims who are testifying to this. Islam generates this hate, the practice of Islam. And I want to qualify this. I would not ban the Quran. It should be in a library. People should have the book there. But the practice of Islam, I would absolutely ban. It is a cult, not a religion. So, what's your name?
Catherine.
Nice to meet you. Arthur. This is awesome. This is what I'm looking for.
Yeah.
Yes. This is what I was looking for and I found it. This is good.
Maybe please don't.
I do record though, so if you don't want it then... Okay, no recording? Okay.
You brought up how Islam is a cult and how... You brought up how Islam is a cult while they punish you with death.
Yes,
so
it's in the Quran.
Okay, so by that logic, then, should we not allow people who are fleeing that to come to the States? Because then,
okay, that's a great question.
Because all the Muslim ban then and all the Syrian refugee shit, like that's...
Okay, it wasn't a Muslim ban. I want to correct that.
It was.
Okay, this is why. I'm not saying that because it hurts my feelings. 83% of Islamic countries were not on the travel ban list. Therefore, it's not a Muslim ban. Only...
I mean, yeah.
So it's not a Muslim ban, it's a travel ban. In fact, the list is expanded to include North Korea and Venezuela. If you really want... So, there, it's not a Muslim ban.
All right. It started with that.
No, it did not.
It came...
Nope.
Trump specifically stated that, so I'm not... I mean...
Now, I
can see how it... I can see its benefits, but it started from a bad...
I want to qualify one thing. Okay.
Can you answer that question? Do you think
say it again.
Like, so if you're going to say that Islam is a cult, then should we allow them to come here? Because that's just like, from what I've spoken to, most people think, no, that's not all right. Because like the hatred against the Islamophobia that is in the States, if you're going to claim it's a cult and you're going to say they're just trying to, like, they should, like,
let me tell you,
you should,
okay.
That's, you see what I mean?
So what I want to tell you right now is we just had an Islamic attack today in New York City.
How do you know?
Because it was in the news. It was reported in New York City.
How do you know it was Islam, though?
Yes, because the guy shouted Allahu Akbar.
Oh my God.
Yes. Now, you're challenging it, but it's a demonstration of Islamic terror. He was an Uzbeki national and a Muslim. Yes.
So if you say...
Yeah, that's Arthur. My name's Arthur.
Right now.
You can see it. I'm going to hold on to it, though, because it'll get taken from me. No, you... Okay.
Question.
So go ahead.
If a Christian walks into a place and says, praise God,
right,
and shoots it up, is that now a Christian attack?
Excellent question, and this is my answer. No, and here's why.
What?
Okay, I listened to you, and I listened to your question and some of your answers. I will respond. You look in the Bible does not teach to kill non-believers. The Bible does not instigate or instruct believers to kill non-believers. There are a number of passages in the Quran which explicitly teach kill non-believers. And no, it's not a matter of logic, it's a matter of testimony.
You just put that,
no,
like, because they said Allahu Akbar, that it was a...
And I'm also following, if I didn't qualify, I'm adding this, you have the guy was detained, they have investigated the guy, that's how they got this information. I'm not making the inference. You make it a good point. You're making a good point, because if somebody, like if a white guy says Allah Akbar just to smear, let me finish yours. If somebody just shouts Allah Akbar to smear Islam in itself, you're right, that's not okay. But we are seeing Islamic terrorists committing these crimes, and that's what's happening. Islam teaches this.
I guess I'm curious as to why, because like, by your logic...
Let her finish and you're next.
Your logic is saying that, because Allahu Akbar is literally just, it's the equivalent of praise.
No, it's not.
I mean, it is.
No, it's not, but we disagree. Go ahead, Dodgers, what's up?
What do you do for a living?
What I'm doing now, I'm a journalist, I'm an activist. Yes. Not enough. Next. Bye, Felicia. Okay, next. Oh, I'm sorry, okay. It was a joke. Don't kill me. Okay. So, did I say Mexican? I didn't say Mexican. I don't know what you are, except a guy in a college. Who's the one playing the race card here? Exactly. Okay. Okay, love Trump or hate Trump? Who hates Trump or doesn't like him? I can handle it. You guys love Trump? You hate Trump? Why? Why? But why is he a bad person? That's a pretty damning judgment. Why is he a bad person? Okay, what do you think? This is why I'm here. I'm trying to get the readout from people in the college because I am tired of seeing free speech shut down. I'm tired of people not being able to talk. I'm tired of people not being able to have a point of view. This guy is a rabbi for sale. This is a guy who's been part of pushing marijuana in Cudahy. Tell us, okay, rabbi, since I don't know, or fake rabbi or rabbi for sale, why are you here?
Going because he makes money through his GoFundMe, and
I do? Okay.
People hear his narrative.
A narrative, really?
He is going to make money.
This is going to be fun.
All over the country. Give him money.
Then he is. Wow. You're a
okay.
great person.
Yeah, how about that?
All I know is that, when money is the way that
money is the way
is the basis for it.
Basis for what? Basis for what? You mean like selling marijuana?
People who are here who are learning,
yes,
growing, and
they are. They're learning and they're growing. That's a problem for you.
0-0, Dodgers Astros.
It's funny in the state of
That's a good one. So how about you? You've been standing here patiently. Love Trump, hate Trump, don't care. What?
I'm just here for the show.
You like the show? That's fair enough. There's been a hell of a show, I'll tell you. That's fine. Okay. Hi, Pat. How are you?
It's actually John.
I don't care what it is. This guy goes by Pat Washington on Facebook. Now, why is it that you were saying fuck you and you want to fuck John when you were falling out to the parking lot?
Up,
no, I will not. Why? Don't you want to be here?
Don't try to get ratings for
what? Ratings? I'm just standing here. I love that flag, though. It's beautiful. Now, why is it?
Bitch.
Why are people?
That's why.
Why did people? Wow, you need protection.
Use your words.
I'm
why don't you get out of here? No one wants to hear you.
But you were standing right next to me.
No one wants to listen to you.
Oh, you're the one getting close to me, but you're calling me a faggot.
Yeah.
Weird.
Well,
interesting.
Why don't you get off your fucking camera and
I'm actually standing on grass.
Yeah.
I'm not on a camera.
I thought we weren't going to do that.
Let's go.
I'm trying, dude. This guy is a barrel of laughs, I'll tell you.
Use your words.
You are fun stuff. Yes, you are.
Yeah.
Or an empty barrel, like that crazy lady with the cowboy hat who was trying to impugn the chief of staff. Oh, what about it?
She has a multitude of cowboy hats.
Oh, that's right, because different colors for every day of the year.
She has a
You should start wearing cowboy hats, Pat.
I'll see you in Cudahy again.
Oh, that's fun. Will you follow me to my car? Will you follow me and curse at me for no good reason? This guy, they call him Cuck Spartan Man. Oh, okay, you're Cuck. Okay, great. It was nice talking to you. Where was the middle finger? Yeah, he's Mr., I guess, looking for attention.
Arthur.
What?
I just got him to renounce violence until he saw you, then he went completely...
I know, he lost it. I triggered him or something? Maybe it was the Arthur doll. I don't know why. Wow, you can hear those ghetto birds. So this is, okay, great. So where are they seeing the fascism? Where's the KKK? I don't see it. What the hell are they talking about? I don't see any white hoods. I see a lot of people who have tried to threaten others just for speaking.
They're too crazy.
Okay, where is she? Is she okay?
They're right over here. They're okay, but boy, they have balls of steel.
Yes, they do, I'm sure. I know. Hey, okay, so really quick, you saw... Well, let's go say hi to the Cuck again. He's a lot of fun. Love that. Pirates of the Fullertonians. Nice.
Pirates of the... I don't even know.
All right. Pirates of the something. Hey, so tell me, why... This is the lady, she was at that Muslim ban thing. You're the one who attacks Fernando just for being a Latino for Trump.
That's
now,
funny,
why is that?
I just saw
they
her
throw
attacking
stones.
Elsa. She said Elsa
really?
was not from El Salvador. She was a Mexican.
Oh, is that what you said to her? That's racist.
She's a refugee.
How do you know that?
She's ashamed of herself.
Why?
She's brown.
I thought you
She's brown? She should be ashamed of herself for being brown.
No, I didn't say that. I said
why?
I thought we were supposed to welcome her.
Oh, yeah, why?
Welcome here.
She's not? How come?
You know what? You guys
Well, that sounds racist, doesn't it?
You guys show up at Cudahy.
Yes, we do.
Park, Maywood, and you guys pulled a gun on one of us.
No, I didn't. I didn't pull a gun.
I renounce violence.
I pulled a gun, huh? Really?
I renounce violence.
This is my guns. Not very strong. I'm sorry.
And then you pepper spray.
No, I didn't pepper spray anybody.
Yeah, you pepper sprayed
I got pepper sprayed in Berkeley, everybody.
No, you don't.
Where was my privilege?
No, you don't. No, you don't.
No, I don't.
You're not welcome here.
Why?
You're not welcome here.
You don't own this land.
No, I don't.
You're on stolen land, girl. You're on stolen land telling me I can't be here.
You don't look Native
Look at
American.
this. You don't look Native American. Well, that's racist. I don't look Native American. How do you know? That's racist.
That's not racist.
Why do you have a problem with people who don't look like you?
I didn't say that.
Yes, you did. You said I'm not Native.
You compared yourself to Rosa Parks.
Did I?
Yes, you did.
When?
When you were on Huntington Park.
Uh-huh.
You compared yourself to Rosa Parks.
Okay, so what happened in Huntington Park? Let's see, I was sitting there, they told me to leave just for being there, and I refused to leave, just like Rosa Parks refused to give up her bus seat. What's the problem?
He Rosa Parks. How are you like Rosa Parks?
Does it matter?
How are you like Rosa
I said it reminds me of what she did. Why is that a problem for you?
how are you
So
like
you believe that people shouldn't fight for their rights? Is that what you're saying? We should all just let the police do whatever they want? Is that what you're saying? Yes, you are. If you think that Rosa Parks or me or this guy or any person in this audience should let the police push them around, you are wrong, lady. You are way off.
You're only doing this.
Have you lost your mind? You think that the police should be able to do whatever they want to anybody? Yes, you have. If you think we don't have a right. The cops told me in Huntington Park to leave just because I was white. And I said, hell no, I'm not going. And you know what they did? They arrested me. They fucking arrested me just for sitting there. And guess what? If you really hate, let's talk about that. The Huntington Park police arrest me because I won't give up my seat because I didn't do anything, right? And so then what happens? The Huntington Park Police Department still have not filed the paperwork to have me arrested.
You don't have a job, Arthur.
Yes, I do. Right here, right now, driving you crazy and getting the whole world to see it.
He doesn't have a job, guys.
You don't have a job. I saw you right there in downtown LA maligning the legacy of Japanese Americans. Japanese Americans are not foreigners. Why do you compare the internment of Japanese Americans to the travel ban? You were there at the forum supporting this nonsense.
Like you. Your own mayor, Patrick Fury, doesn't even like you.
That's a great thing. I don't want elected officials to like me. I want them to do what I want.
They're all corrupt.
Hello.
All you do is have a GoFundMe account.
And what do you do? What do you do for a living? Do you?
I actually have 3 jobs.
What jobs? Harassing people?
No,
going after people who are white?
That's that kind of job.
What is your job? What is your job? Since you seem to have a problem with that.
He looks white.
I know, but I'm actually Native American, but I'm not Native American because I'm not brown enough for her.
I see.
Yeah, this white privilege, it's working for me so well. I get arrested in Huntington Park for nothing. I get spit out in Berkeley for nothing. White privilege is really cashing in for me. You come up in my grill and tell me I can't be here? Oh, hell no. I'll be here as long as I please. And too bad.
You're not welcome here.
Whether they hate me or like me, they haven't said anything.
I like you, bro. You got present.
All right, even if you hate what I believe, he hates Trump. It's a free country. He doesn't tell me. How about that, Miss Thing? You just got shot down by this guy who doesn't even agree with me. Bam. What's next? She's got nothing to say, folks. Are you sure? Why? I'm full of air.
Hey, what are you doing to help your community?
This right now.
Are you funding a bill?
You know what I did? I donated my car to help veterans. What have you done?
I actually helped.
My car was shut down. I had to donate it. How about you, Miss Thing? What have you done for the veterans in our community? There are homeless veterans who are starving on the streets in downtown LA, and you want to promote illegal aliens ahead of our veterans. And guess what? I'm not having that.
What about the deported veterans in Mexico?
You know what? If they're here illegally, they shouldn't have been here, period. Done. Next.
So your motherfucker's gonna cut taxes?
Motherfucker's gonna cut what?
Hey,
Who's the motherfucker?
You're fucking Trump, motherfucker, dude.
Okay, I don't motherfuck or fatherfuck or any fuck. I'm standing right now, okay? So why don't you use your big words and stop cursing?
Why don't you
let's
stop
bring it
talking
down
on people down here?
I can't help it. I'm 6'3".
That's true.
Thank you.
But here's the thing.
We agree on something.
So I just wanted to come out here now that I got your attention.
Okay, you want to get our attention?
The best way to
get away from
away. Let me talk.
No, I mean, you're trying to shut us down. We were talking, and this guy was... Well, you were shouting at me. Deal with it.
To get these guys to shut up and just ignore and move on.
Wow, there's an idea.
Don't reason with fascism.
Okay, but you're being a fascist right now, shutting me down. Yes, you are. You're using your force to silence me. You want to impose and do this.
Genocide? Am I advocating your removal from this country? Am I advocating...
I don't know, are you?
No, I'm not.
I think she is.
She's not.
I disagree with you. You walk around with the stolen land people who say, get off my land. This is my land. Stolen land. Yes, you do. One of them is named Jack. And that guy right over there is videotaping all of it. Oh, you don't want to talk anymore because you got taken down like a boss. Is that what happened? Oh. It doesn't matter. So what if I'm by myself? I don't have to. I'm allowed to be here.
What's your name, friend?
My name is Arthur. This is Arthur. That's why I have Arthur.
That's not your name, but that's fine. Do you support pedophiles, Arthur?
No. Hail to the no.
Are you here to see Milo?
Hell to the no.
Do you support Milo?
I support his right, freedom of speech. It's a difference.
He's pro-pedophile, bro. As a platform, he's pro-pedophile.
You know what? And why do you say that?
How the fuck can you be on the same side
Build
as a
that up.
pro-pedophile?
How is he? How is he?
He says it's
Let him finish.
He says it's good for gay identity to have sex with older men. That's
no, he didn't say
up,
that.
Bro.
Let me tell you something.
He's pro-pedophile.
No, he's not.
Pro-pedophile.
No, you are. If you're going to talk like that, yes, you are, because you are trying to cast aspersions and smear.
Justify
you
this?
Cannot take it.
How can
That's a
you
lie. That's a fraud.
I'm
not justifying any boy.
Bro,
you're calling a guy a boy?
Doesn't even have a response.
You want to talk about pedophiles? Let's talk about Gary Studs. Let's talk about Bill Clinton. Let's talk about
Let's talk about your
Talk about it. Go ahead.
Grab him by the pussy.
Nope.
How about that?
Locker talk is not the real thing.
Bro,
we have talked about this many times.
President got fired.
House of Cards. Kevin Spacey's a pedophile, for Christ's sake. And where have you been? Do you denounce Kevin Spacey?
Fuck Kevin Spacey.
Oh, you want to fuck him? Yeah.
Dude, what the fuck is wrong? Why
You're the one going off like this. Why are you talking like that? 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 Why are you resorting to curse words? Can you talk reasonably?
If you guys support this guy, I feel real sorry for you.
Why?
Plenty of answers.
Why?
Because we don't got to
This
shout.
guy's a pro-pedophile.
I got to shout because I'm surrounded by people. So I want to hear. Go ahead. What's up?
I also voted for Trump.
Great.
Because I honestly thought that like he was going to do stuff for the stuff I saw. I'm just curious on what you believe.
Alexander
what has he
Harrison.
done?
I love the do.
What has he done
Alexander Harrison,
for you or for the constituency that aligned with him? Like what has he actually accomplished?
Okay,
other than just get held out of office?
No, I appreciate this. Excellent question. This is what I'm talking about. If you hate Trump, I'll listen to that too. That's fine.
No, I don't
Here's the
hate him.
deal. Or you voted for him. Okay, great. And maybe you changed your mind. That's fine too. The bottom line, one of the issues for me was illegal immigration. It's down by 71%. Sanctuary cities are outlaw cities that are hurting American citizens. That's a huge problem. Okay? Sanctuary cities kill Americans. I know a number of mothers, Angie Morphine, Agnes Gibbony, their children were killed by illegals. Enough. And here's the worst of it. Media.
What about Heather Heyer?
Doesn't even want to write about it. Doesn't want to talk about it. That's a real problem for me.
Hey, what about Heather Heyer, huh?
Doesn't the federal government
Go ahead.
not have any real authority?
Yes, they do. And they need to start exercising it. Obama didn't. Obama wanted to enact DACA, which had no legislative or constitutional authority.
I agree with that.
True.
But
I'll come to you next.
I'm saying that since immigration isn't mentioned in the Constitution, doesn't
Yes, it is.
Doesn't the 10th Amendment make sure the states have
These
the
are
right?
excellent questions. For starters, Article 1, Section 8 speaks of naturalization. That covers immigration. And you can go to the preamble. It speaks of provide for the common defense.
Yeah.
That means a robust bulwark against illegal immigration.
Cities were built after DACA was passed, and whether the Supreme Court...
Wrong.
Yes, they were.
San Francisco was a sanctuary city in 1989.
Okay, fine. That's one city, but let's talk about...
And there are others.
Okay, the point is that if DACA was passed, whether the Supreme Court had struck it down or not...
It wasn't passed. It was not passed. It wasn't legislation. Stop saying that.
Okay, fine. It was an executive order.
Yes, there you go.
That has the executive backing to be influenced.
No, it doesn't, because it was unconstitutional. It had no founding. It had no ground. It had no acceptable...
From the time it was deemed unconstitutional in the Supreme Court, from the moment it was signed to the moment it was struck down in the Supreme Court, right?
No, DAPA was.
Yeah.
But DACA, the president rescinded it, which should have never been enacted in the first place.
So from that moment, the federal government does not have the right to affect immigration in any way.
Yes, it does.
How?
I just gave you examples. You go to the preamble, it speaks of provide for the common defense and provide for the general welfare. Article 1, and Article 1, Section 8, it speaks of naturalization. That speaks of immigration. Now, the 10th Amendment argument, here's the answer. Cities and states do not have the right to undermine federal law. There is a supremacy clause. It is also in Article 1. So the feds have passed laws. In fact, sanctuary cities are outlawed. Illegal immigration is outlawed. It's in the United States Code. The problem is that the executives aren't enforcing the law. Republican and Democrat. Bush was weak on it too.
Police officers, right? They're paid for and they serve local and state and county municipalities.
Sure.
Right. So how is it their job? Because that's what you want. Like when you close down sanctuary cities, you want these local police officers to enforce the ICE, the ICE, like comments, questions for them. So how do you expect these guys to enforce the federal law? Isn't that the federal government's job?
Answer. Actually, just because of jurisdiction or status, there are federal laws which have to be recognized and enforced. For example, you have state and county jurisdictions that do cooperate with ICE. ICE issues a detainer. There's an expectation of local governments to comply and to submit. Yes.
Okay, so how do you find that
and it's there
sanctuary cities have been stopped? Because they have. So,
answer, you cut the money. That has to happen. We need a proper executive to do the job. Jeff Sessions has already instituted warnings, and he's already started cutting funding.
Do you think that it's actually beneficial to defund these cities, which would cause massive poverty?
I don't know that. You don't know that.
You're cutting money. What does that do then?
They should not be disobeying the federal law. If they want to keep their money, they need to comply.
I agree with that.
Good.
But the problem is when you strip money from these cities, you're not just punishing the people who are illegal immigrants, which I believe is a problem. You're also punishing legal immigrants who worked hard.
I'm gonna let you finish. Here's my answer. You want to put blame? You put the blame on the city councils and the elected officials, and those elected officials are representatives of those communities. What has to start happening, which you're bringing up, is an excellent point. People have to be voted out who are defying our feds. And here's the other thing. We have laws that allow for insurrection, if that's what it has to come to. We cannot have a country where there's a set of laws for some people and a set of laws for other people. We cannot have a federal government that just sits back and doesn't enforce immigration laws. Too many lives are lost.
Blame, though. I'm talking about an actual policy that will actually fix the problem.
So you want to? Okay, go ahead.
I'm talking about policy here because if you keep screaming, "You suck" and "You don't suck."
I have never said that. I've been attacked for being white.
I understand, sir. But what I'm saying is that why doesn't the president or the person that you support endorse an actual, more practical policy?
What would you like to see? How about that?
We fund a program that allows us to track people who enter the country with visas instead of just.
That needs to be fixed. The visa overstays are outrageous. 40%. That's got to be fixed.
I just don't think pulling money from cities actually helps people. It just hurts immigrants. Legal immigrants.
It hurts. Okay, here's the reason.
And legals.
Sanctuary cities, as of right now, are hurting every city because the public safety issues are undermined. We have our public resources already being drained. If any city wants to see those funds retained, they need to comply with federal law.
The FBI, illegal immigrants do not have a higher predisposition. They don't have a higher predisposition of committing crimes.
Wrong.
What do you mean wrong?
Easy, because you have the crimes committed that aren't recorded for starters. There's a dark figure of crime. Any criminologist will tell you about this. Yes. And here's the other thing, too.
I'm so sorry.
I missed that. I'll go a little slower.
Please.
Any criminologist, you look at a chart, there's a big dark figure of crime.
Guys, please, let me. I know I'm hogging the time.
So there's a big dark figure of crime. There are crimes committed of all kinds. Illegals are committing. Illegals committing crimes against other illegals, for example.
Wait, so how do you know if you're saying they're being unreported?
Yeah.
Okay, how do you know that these crimes are happening? If
people are telling me.
Okay.
You don't have to believe it, but that's fine. I've been to Cudahy, Huntington Park, Maywood. I have been to these cities.
I believe you that some illegal immigrants have committed some crime, but how do you statistically rationalize that?
I don't have to.
Well, you've heard how many stories? 10? 100? 1,000?
Isn't one too much?
Of course one's too much. But
wasn't Kate Steinle's death enough? That's too much.
But is that enough?
2 years later, she's fine. The murderer is finally on trial.
Okay,
what the hell is that?
Somebody dies because of a crime, and now we have to start stripping money from these massive cities?
Yes, because they're violating federal law protecting these illegals.
Like, do you understand that you and I are trying to get to the same goal?
Okay,
I just think that
outline the goal.
The goal is that we have people who enter the country that are legal, that enter the legal process.
Yes.
And that when people sneak in, they should be
deported.
Yes. Right? Okay? But my problem is that the method that your president and the administration that serves him believes that they can fix that problem by just stripping billions of dollars from major cities.
So you would not want to see that?
No.
What would you like to do?
I would like to create a program that, or increase the funding for, I don't know which department that does this, that tracks people who have visas. Because that's the only way it's
What about the 11 million? It's actually more than 11. It might be as much as 16 or 20 million. What about them? What do we do about that?
You have to find them and you have to kick them out.
Okay, so you agree with full deportation?
Absolutely.
So it doesn't matter what their age is, 33, 103.
No,
I'm with you on that. I absolutely do.
If they're born here, they are Americans.
Prince, love it.
Yeah, if they're born here, they're Americans. Okay, and I'm not sure on this, but. And I'm not sure if DACA is still in effect.
Oh, it's being rescinded. What happens is you have a cooling off period that ends March the 3rd next year.
So currently, right now, if you are born to, I'm so sorry, if you come to this country before the age of, I believe, 6 or 7, right, you're considered a citizen. Those people, as a respect of the law, whether it's good or bad, should stay here. right? So if you're a 6-year-old who came to America under the DACA protection, you should become nationalized.
I disagree with that emphatically.
And I'll tell you why.
So we disagree. That's fine.
Yeah, and I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why I believe that. It's because I think it's actually obscene, insane, and cruel to send these orphan 6-year-olds, 7-year-olds. And I don't care what country they come from. I don't care if they're white as the goddamn peach. All right, but if they're born here for most of or raised here for most of their life, they should be asked. They should be They should have the ability to stay. But parents, adults, people who are older than 12, 13, whatever the cutoff age, if they're illegal, they got to come back through the process.
Later.
Yeah. My parents took 7 years to get through the immigration system, right?
That's a story that needs to be told more often. A lot of people have this idea that they show up and 6 months later they have a green card. No, it doesn't work that way.
It's hard and it sucks and this country's great, but I just feel like it's stupid to wear the hat and be like, I support this guy who...
So you don't support him anymore?
No, I don't. I mean, I'm a conservative, but I really just don't support this guy because he kept preaching to me this narrative. And
what was the narrative that he preached that you see is not true anymore? If I'm missing it,
I will agree with that. Yeah.
Well, what is it?
The narrative that he preached to me was, "We're gonna fix the problem." I can't do a Trump impression. We're gonna fix the problem. Immigrants are gonna be just gone like magically.
Well, here's my answer. It's already happening. Middlesex, New Jersey, they rounded up 36 and deported them. Operation Safe City happened 2 weeks ago. You had major sanctuary cities targeted. LA City, 101. He's going after the criminal illegal aliens first. There is a priority. He issued that through the Department of Homeland Security.
So do you have a problem with criminal illegals or just illegals?
All illegals need to be deported.
Okay, so let's keep the criminal thing out of there because I'm not gonna.
Fair enough, but I'm just telling you the priorities. I'm just telling you what he's doing.
Yeah. Because I don't want to offend anybody by saying that illegal.
But here's the thing: who cares if people are offended? Who cares if I'm offended? That's part of the reason I'm here. Well, that's another issue. This, people are telling me, oh, you can't go to colleges because you're going to get bumped, you're going to get jumped, you're going to get killed. I've met a lot of people who are thoughtful, willing to talk to me. We may not agree on everything. One guy was telling me I'm a Trump supporter, but I didn't like them both. That's fine. But this is what needs to be happening now. Now, I've been saying I said to one lady before, Milo says some really incendiary stuff I don't like. I don't really care for the guy, honestly. He's more about show than substance. But freedom of speech must be protected. He has a right to be here. Why the hell do we need 60 police here? It's fucking ridiculous.
All I'm saying...
Question. Someone had a question or...
Did you learn anything?
What?
Did you learn anything from this conversation?
I sure have. I've learned from a lot of people where they come from, why you're no longer a Trump supporter. I hope that changes.
I think you should be a conservative. You should be a conservative.
I am, and I support the president.
You can wear you hold the Arthur doll you want. I'm just saying that I feel like...
And the hat. I know you like the hat.
I'm just saying, I feel like our party, and you're a Republican.
Yes, I am.
And I'm a Republican. I feel like our party has become misguided in blind loyalty to this man.
I disagree.
Instead of blind loyalty to an ideology.
Fair enough, but here's my response. I don't agree with everything about Trump. He wants to impose tariffs as a way to protect American businesses. No,
that doesn't work.
No, it does not. What does work is lowering the corporate tax rate. What it does is making this country a great place to do business. That's what Ireland does. Ireland's poaching all the businesses right now because of that shit. So the second thing is Trump, he took too long on DACA. I got a problem with that. But I like what he's been doing systemically. He's pro-life. He has expanded the Mexico City gag order to protect life. Our tax dollars are not funding abortions overseas. He went further than Reagan did. Reagan supported an assault weapons ban. Trump doesn't. We're waiting for national reciprocity right now. You want to know who's sitting on it? Paul Ryan.
Why do you need do you believe that you need assault rifles? Like
assault weapons ban. Okay, and here's again, this is one of the issues.
I'm starting a whole and if anybody wants to interrupt me,
I don't care. I'm not trying to
interrupt me.
But this is what I'm looking for, and whether people hate it or like Trump, you're a unique person. You voted for him, but don't like him anymore.
I own two guns. I'm not old enough to own pistols. But I'm just
pistols commit most of the gun crimes, though.
They do, but I'm not 21, so I can. Anyways, I can't.
They do.
Yeah.
And by the way, so I'm going to go on this because this is, I think, an issue that's so tortured on campuses about the Second Amendment. This is as loud as I can go without blowing my lungs. So without blowing my pipes. So Second Amendment, what we're seeing is people are going after the right of individuals for self-defense. There is a corrupt view that government is beneficial and can be trusted. Wrong. The founders understood that government and power concentrated in any agency would become tyrannical.
Absolutely.
We have a checks and balances system, but that Second Amendment is a big part of you and me having firearms to stand up to a tyrannical government. You agree with that premise?
Absolutely.
Now, the assault weapons issue. A firearm is a firearm. They had assault weapons of a sort in the 1700s. They had rapid fire guns. They could rapidly fire. In some cases, they could fire faster than some of the pistols we have today. It's true. Go to Steve Crowder. You can see some of his videos. He actually does it. You can see other marksmen who could do it.
I'm just concerned that there's about 45,000 deaths. Most of them are suicides, but if you 2/3 of them are suicides, but they're still because people
It's
have
serious.
access to guns,
It's
right?
serious.
Right.
I know.
Is the price of, let's just ballpark it here and say 15,000, okay, which is a third of the actual value.
Okay.
15,000 lives to gun crime. Okay. How much?
Is it a fair balance? Is it worth the trade-off?
Is it worth the trade-off of having
Okay.
the ability to overthrow a tyrannical government maybe 50, 100 years ago?
I see your point. Okay, here's my answer. That's a false equivalence. Where most of those murders are occurring, Chicago, LA, New York. These are heavily gun-regulated jurisdictions. That's why.
But there's an issue with that. Isn't it also that the police forces over there are just heavily underfunded? That's actually
Why are you interrupting him? He has the right to speak.
Shut up. She can say anything she wants.
You can say whatever you want.
That interview ended.
Why?
Because I wanted it to end. You're
That's
a piece
fine.
of shit.
That's nice.
You're always a piece of shit.
I want to hear what you have
How'd you
to say.
feel in Berkeley
Okay.
when they're spitting on you like a dog?
I didn't even feel it.
You're a fucking dog.
I want to hear you, so I'm sorry. Would you let him speak?
No, I don't want him to speak.
Really?
I don't want nothing for you to say
Why?
tonight. You just want your stupid ass face, you little faggot.
Okay, that's nice. Why are you getting so close to me then?
Because I can do anything I want.
Sure you can. That's nice.
Exactly. You want your shit to continue.
I want to be
you can
able
have
to talk to.
your
Whoa.
fucking hands off
Okay.
me.
I don't. I'm not touching you, dude. I'm not touching you.
Remember how aggressive it could be.
That's
for
nice.
You.
Okay, that's fine. I get it.
Yeah.
If that guy had a luck. That's nice.
Your finger comes up. You make the mistake, and I'll
That's nice.
drop your ass.
That's nice, but I want to hear from that guy.
Yeah.
You were talking about the Second Amendment. Go ahead.
No, he don't want to.
I can hear from you.
I don't give a shit.
That's nice.
Fuck your shit.
Why don't you want that young man to speak?
Because I don't have to.
Why?
I can
That's
do
really
anything
strange.
I want in America.
No,
Fucking
you don't get to
Nazi
prevent
ass
him from
bitch.
speaking, do
What
you?
about the kids you maced over in Cudahy?
I don't mace anybody.
Yeah, you did.
What
yeah,
about that
that's
guy?
What you did.
I have a right to be able to talk to him.
You beat on kids?
Okay, so you
That's
don't
your
want him to be
style?
able to speak.
That's your
So
style?
what is it?
Fucking touch me.
No, You're done, dude.
Don't fucking touch me.
You're done, dude. Bye.
Don't touch me.
This is not what I want, but this guy shows up and wants to start stuff.
You don't like it? You like?
I don't think anybody likes this, dude. Why do you want to start stuff?
You touch kids.
Nah, that's for dead people.
Touch kids.
Maybe that's something you're doing.
You
That's
don't like
something
it when
I don't
you touch
do.
me, huh, motherfucker?
I'm still here. Come on over. What's up?
Okay, so Mike.
Go ahead.
My point was that I understand that LA, Chicago, and
Just stand right there.
Hey,
Go ahead.
Push me out of the way.
Go ahead. Let's go this way.
So,
If you don't mind, I want to hear from this guy.
Okay, so LA, Chicago,
Sorry, you
and New York, I understand that they have a lot of gun deaths, and
Yes, they do. It's terrible.
Yeah, and of course it's terrible, but it's not necessarily because of the fact that there's gun regulations. Like in Chicago, you can just drive to Milwaukee, it's not that far, and just get your weapons there.
Yes, you can. That's right.
Another issue is that the police over there is just heavily underfunded. Like there aren't enough police to handle all the.
It's all nice.
This is for the record. This man doesn't want a young man to speak. I'm against this. I want this guy to talk.
Everybody's talking though, right?
So
I don't know anything about him, but he's a free speech advocate, and he wants to talk about the Second Amendment.
Talking about free speech.
Let's hit it.
all right, so like I was saying, the three cities, yes.
Let's go this way.
Oh,
Thanks a lot.
shit, Arthur.
Watch
You're
out.
gonna get me killed now.
Doesn't matter how I feel. Okay. I want that second. Come over. Okay. We got a guy here draped in the cloth. Thanks for doing your job, though. Where is that guy? Go ahead.
All right, my question was like based off the fact that yes, the three cities have heavy gun regulations, but at the same time, you also have to realize that they do simply just get their weapons from areas that aren't.
Okay, other jurisdictions,
Yes.
correct? Okay, this is my response.
Okay.
Now, gun control doesn't control guns, as we have recognized, because we have seen how gun deaths have skyrocketed. Now, I can give you this for example. Illinois was the last state to pass concealed carry. They were mandated to by a federal court. When they did that, even in Chicago, the gun deaths went down, but they're not going down enough. Why? Because we are seeing these gun control measures are still tight, still preventing law-abiding citizens from getting a firearm. So how do we deal with guns being like funneled in? The answer is to expand concealed carry and make it easier for individuals to own a firearm.
Okay, I could see some of the points. Don't get me wrong. I'm not against like banning all guns. I understand that, but I feel like it wouldn't necessarily work if you just get rid of the guns in some jurisdiction. You kind of have to expand that a little bit. And like I said, one of the main issues in Chicago has to do with the fact that there aren't enough police officers to handle
Yes,
it. They're severely underfunded.
Let's talk about that. You know, there are areas of Chicago which have become no-go zones. And part of that is a culture that's been taught to a lot of the minority communities. Don't talk to the police. That's wrong. They have to start talking to the police. There's nothing wrong with reporting to the police to ensure that police are able to do their jobs. There's a lack of trust which needs to be fixed. But here's the last thing. When the cops are minutes away, when it's seconds that count, the cops are minutes away. So that's a big problem. We need to ensure a massive expansion of concealed carry for black communities, for everybody. That's my take on it. Go ahead. No, what is it? No, come over. Come on.
You want to talk about the police to talk to us?
Go ahead. I want to hear from you. Go ahead.
Tell the police to talk to us.
Let me ask you.
Tell them to speak
Good.
to me.
Okay.
Tell them, why do I have to walk around in my neighborhood and see bullet shells on the fucking
I agree.
ground?
That's bullshit.
Why does the police have to come and kill us? Why did Trayvon Martin die? Because he looked like a fucking suspect because he had a hoodie on?
So
Skittles in a fucking Arizona?
Okay. Stop. Let him finish.
Why do people have to kill us?
Okay, just relax.
You talking about policing to speak to, they need to take
Okay, fair enough. This is a good deportation.
Speak to the police.
Okay.
They need to come to reach out to us. Our tax money goes to them motherfuckers.
Okay.
They need to come.
I got a question for you for starters. Are you from Chicago? Just ask it.
No, I'm from San Bernardino.
That's fine. Okay. That's the second thing.
You know what San Bernardino is?
I've been there.
San Bernardino has the highest crime rate in America.
Yes, it is terrible out there. The terrorist act that occurred December.
Sister that I gotta fucking worry about.
Terrible.
From fucking dying.
It's terrible. I absolutely hate this.
You ever have to see your sister walk out
I
and
don't
wonder
want
if
that.
she's gonna come back?
I have a sister too, and I'm glad that she's alive.
Nah,
she lives
but
in
you have
Seattle.
the privilege to know your sister was fucking coming back.
I have privilege. How?
No.
No, my sister.
I don't give a fuck you. Don't you ever. Don't you ever.
It's okay. It's okay. I want to hear from you. I am tired of what happened. What's wrong? What happened to you is wrong. I want to hear from you, and I'm sorry about that. I hate seeing all of these deaths. I hate seeing where there isn't trust, and it isn't. I am not blaming black communities, okay? No way.
Talk to me.
I am talking to you. I'm talking to you. I am talking to you. You've got... So, I see how you feel, okay? And I don't want to. Go ahead, just go. All right.
Don't you fucking sit on the side, geek in.
No, you know what?
Quiet.
That's what I'm
Back
saying.
to what you was talking about.
Quiet.
Okay, I'm listening to you. We're listening. Go ahead.
Fuck you. Don't you ever talk to me.
Just let him talk. I
said my sister.
Yeah,
my
it's his sister.
Brown.
Okay.
I know what's up. I'm from the hood too. I'm from the hood too.
You're good.
I'm from the hood.
Associate. Go ahead. What's up? Just talk to me.
He was talking to him.
That's fine.
This guy's vaping.
Go ahead. Damn it.
We all need to have this conversation.
I'm listening. It's okay. I'm listening to you. I'd like to. Okay, so I'm just going to keep going. I've been to San Bernardino. I have. I've been there. I've seen the devastation there. I was there a month after the terrorist attack that occurred there. Now, that's another terrible crime that hurt.
It's different to just...
It is. I get it. I agree with you. I absolutely do. I will never say to you, I know what you're going through. No, I do not. I will never say that. It's true. What I was talking about, that's one of the factors. I'm talking about Chicago. That's what we were talking about. We have to ensure, police, you're damn right, they need to be setting it up and going to these communities. Now, here's the other thing. When you see, okay, there was a lot of issues you talked about. I'd like to go to the next one. Is that okay? Or did you want me to hear one more thing? Okay, the Trayvon Martin situation. Okay, you're upset about that. You're angry.
There's too many.
I agree with you.
Why is every time we have a murder, he just happens to be black? He just happens to be unarmed.
Here's the answer. That's not true. Okay, let me give you some stats.
Are you fucking kidding me?
No, I'm not. Let me explain. Can I explain?
That's not true.
No, and I'll tell you why. I'll give you examples. I'm just giving you statistical examples.
I can't even count on my...
All right, go ahead.
I can't even count on the people.
All right.
Of African-American people that have been killed.
Okay. Are you saying to me, let's start with this. Are you saying that only black people have been killed by police?
Not only, but that is the majority.
No, it's not. Let me explain. Look at the statistics. Look at the stats on this. Look at it yourself. Don't take my word. Do not take my word for it. More white people are killed by police than black people. Yes. Look it up. Look at the FBI stats.
But no.
No. Homicides against blacks are very high. I agree with you. I agree with you.
So you said white people get killed by police more than black people.
Yes.
But check this. I bet you those officers get actually put in prison for the shit they did to that white person.
Now what you're talking about? Okay.
Because if an officer kills a white person, I bet you damn well they don't put that nigga on the death penalty.
Like what's
I bet you.
Okay.
But if he kills your ass, if an officer kills you, that nigga's going to jail. If he kill me, my mom just gonna sit her ass in that grave and cry. And he's gonna get paid leave.
Let me tell you something. Any police officer, let me answer this, okay? I went to Elmo. I agree. Black Lives Matter.
All minorities matter.
All lives matter. I'm a minority right now.
That's not the point. The point of Black Lives Matter, the point of the LGBTQ movement, the point of trans, all of that.
There's touching other issues. Can we focus on one? I want to focus on this, okay? So, there is way too much. Bullets in the streets is wrong. Black lives have been firebombed in Harbor City. They were firebombed in Boyle Heights. I know about this stuff, and the media doesn't talk about it. I know about this. That doesn't mean I know your pain. I don't. You're right, and I will never say that I do. I'm aware of it. The media doesn't report black lives being killed. I agree with you. I agree.
On the headline, police officer
killed.
Accidentally.
I'm going to disagree.
Just say he murdered.
That's not the case all the time. No, it's not a never. Not true.
Never murdered.
So, like, talk about Trayvon Martin, for example. Let me talk about that for a sec, okay? Zimmerman, that guy was on trial, was he not?
Yes.
People were calling him white, but he was half white, half Latino, right? So you saw the media was doing some crazy spin stuff, was it not? Oh, he's this color, he's that color. The guy killed somebody. Is that on a fact? Now, here's the thing. That there's two narratives that were at play, and neither one of them had to do with stand your ground. Either Zimmerman attacked him, or that guy attacked Zimmerman. Stand your ground had nothing to do with that.
With his back turned, walking home, what am I doing with some Skittles in Arizona? You think I can slice a motherfucker neck with some Skittles? I don't
think you can. I think you're doing really well. You're standing here and you're listening to me, and I'm listening to you.
How is he gonna kill him with some Skittles in Arizona, walking home?
What we have, did you not see? Now I'm looking at, I wasn't in the courtroom, I wasn't even in Florida. I'm going by what the media shares, and we've already talked about media's got a serious problem now, doesn't it? They don't, yes. That's another thing, and that's a big issue too. Just let me segue, okay? So I come here, and they go, college campuses are total, there's no point, it's a waste of time, everybody's brainwashed, they've all been indoctrinated. No, they're not. People are angry, they want answers, they want to talk. I'm doing that. Hey, guess what? Milo, I didn't get to go in, don't really want to. The guy's more show than he is substance at this point. Okay, sorry, just had to do that. Now, we're talking about what's happened with Trayvon Martin, okay? There's a court of law, there was an adjudication. The guy was found not guilty. You're angry about that? Why?
Angry about all of them.
Good. Should be.
What am I doing?
Okay, but here's the problem. You've got to
Brown,
now.
Orlando Castillo.
Michael Brown attacked that police officer in the grand jury report. It's in the grand jury report. Don't listen to me. Look in the grand jury.
But when you got a majority telling you all of this shit, everyone's gonna believe it.
It's not about a majority. It's about a trier fact. That's our system. Now here's the other thing. You're not gonna. Maybe you won't like this, but I was watching the town halls in Ferguson. There was a young black boy. Not boy. Pardon me. He was a man. He was maybe 18 or 19. I don't know. He's probably maybe your age. I don't know. I'm just saying. He stood there. He spoke into the mic. His words. The cop, he did the right thing. Now, this guy said it. Now, there was a black man who stood up and said, you are stupid, and mocked the kid. Look at the grand jury reports. Look at the evidence. Michael Brown ran up on that cop. You don't do that. Before that, Michael Brown robbed a store. He robbed a store. This guy was not the gentle giant the media portrayed him to be. There was no hands up, don't shoot.
That's not the point.
What is the point then?
When it happens to white lives, they're not going to kill him for that.
I disagree with you. I just gave you a stat. White lives get killed by police more than black lives.
But you say that, but they don't get the scrutiny.
I disagree with that too.
When you see a white person get killed or when they do something wrong, they put a picture of them holding their goddamn dog, kissing their girlfriend at a football game.
Oh, that's a media problem. That's a media problem. That's not a police problem. Okay, so are we done? Are we good? Did I answer? I didn't. We may not agree. No, it's not about my point. It's about his. We may not agree. We may not agree, but I listen to you, right?
You might say all the white lives get killed the most, but
by cops. But I know that black lives are being massacred everywhere. I will never dispute that. That's true. But it's not mostly by police. It's black lives killing other black lives. Look at the stats. It's a terrible thing. I hate it. I know about this. Okay, go ahead.
All the guns. They got black people.
Okay.
Why do you think that black lives are killing black lives? Why?
I'm glad you're asking that. It's about damn time we confronted this crap. It is evil. It is wrong. And I want to say this again, just to segue. Thanks for. Let me finish. I'm aware. I have a friend. I need to wrap this up for his sake. I know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're going through. I will never say that. That's offensive. I will never say that. But I know about the families that got firebombed in Boyle Heights. I know about the families that got firebombed in Torrance. I'm from Torrance. I didn't know that there were black families firebombed in my city. Oh man, I got to know more now. That's wrong, and we need to fix that, don't we?
Because they push us on the side like we are.
And I agree with you, and it's wrong. I do. You were trying to say something. I'll come to you guys. She's been clamoring. Go ahead. I apologize, but I got to hear from her.
Okay, you just said that it was hidden that the black family got bombed in Torrance, right?
Yes, I just learned about it a couple weeks ago, and it happened like in the 1970s.
Okay, if you just learned about a couple weeks ago, and it was hidden, then why are you believing the other shit they feed you?
I don't. I don't. Remember I said not the media. I talked about the grand jury reports. The media pushed a false narrative about hands up, don't shoot. Okay, I hope that answered. Now, someone was asking me, why are all these black lives killing other black lives?
Because the NRA runs the fucking government.
Do they? You really think it's the NRA?
I do.
Okay.
They provide the guns then.
No, they don't. Okay, now, all right, we're not going to agree on this, but this is part of it. Just hear another point of view. What is happening in black families? They were targeted with massive government subsidy by LBJ. Pardon my English. I don't like using the word, but you got to hear it to see it.
Say that shit. Don't you say that shit.
Okay, I won't say it if it offends you. If it offends, then I won't say it. But it was Lyndon Baines Johnson who looked down on black families and urban communities and said, we will keep them dependent. And that's what... I have to, because there are people who will still get offended, and I'm going to respect that. So, what I'm trying to say is this. Lyndon Baines Johnson enacted the Great Society. It was a scheme to enslave black families back into dependence on the state. And you see this in those ghettos. You see this in Milwaukee. You see this in Chicago. These are run by machine Democrats who have been invested in keeping the black man down. You look at the history on this. You can disagree or agree, but just I'm giving you my side of it, okay? Like you gave me your side and disagreed. Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
White supremacy.
I disagree with you. And let me give you... No, it has not. I'll tell you why. The Republican Party, 1854, was founded in Michigan. It was founded on the principle of abolishing slavery. Yes, it was. You can look at the annals. Why did it? Abolishing slavery. That was the Republican Party. It started with that.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, good. So let's continue. Let me. I want to finish with him because I let you speak, right? Now it's his turn.
Last time I checked,
Okay, so here you go. So we've got the Republican Party was founded on this. You had a Republican president, the first one. It was Abraham Lincoln. He was on the platform.
You're going to try and tell me Abraham Lincoln wanted to free the slaves?
Yes.
You know he only did that
to unite the North and South.
Yeah.
No.
Wrong.
Okay.
It was to make sure that the country didn't get divided.
Okay, fair enough. I hear what you're saying, but the fact is this: you can look at the speeches. I'm trying to answer you. Okay. 1848, he was in Congress. He was against slavery then.
No,
you had him. Yes, he was. You can go to the 50s. You can go to 18.
The country dividing.
Wrong. No. Don't take my word for it.
Abraham Lincoln did not want to divide. Did not want to free the slaves. He did not.
Wrong. That's a lie.
He wanted to keep them down.
Why do you say that then? Where's the proof for this?
Oh my God. Okay, keep going.
Okay, so we disagree, but I'm allowed to tell you what I've read and where I've come from. You can look at the speeches, go to any... Absolutely, you go to the speeches he spoke, you look at the actions he took. This is a gentleman...
But why did he do it? Do you know?
Because he had a fundamental moral opprobrium against slavery.
He wanted to keep the country.
That too. You can do both, but the point is it was about ending slavery. Why did these states want to secede from the Union? States' rights. Baloney. It was a right to enslave another man. That's what it was about. That's what it was about. States' rights for what? To own a gun? They already had that. States' rights for freedom of speech? They already had that. States' rights to own other people. And that's wrong. And you know what? The first, you can look at South Carolina. You can look at the documents.
Slavery's wrong, but you're not talking about the mass incarceration of black men.
Okay, but we want to talk about... we're jumping all over a little bit.
That's basically slavery. They're doing all the work for nothing.
It says in the 13th Amendment, even though slavery was abolished,
it's still
you commit a crime and you're a criminal, you're fucking a slave. You know all this fucking...
That's true for white, that's right for Hispanic, that's right for any American. You commit a crime, you do the time.
No, but you're considered a slave. That's what it says in the fine print.
No, that's wrong. And I'm going to have to... No, I'm not kidding you. But I want to just, let me give you the narrative really quick because this is getting a lot twisted. Abraham Lincoln joined the Republican Party. Yes, he did. We disagree. Let's move on.
Self-empowered.
Wrong. This is a guy who got shot for being able to fight to flee the black man. You could hear it from all 600,000 white men are going to die on a field of battle to keep this country together. No, they did it to end slavery. You could hear it from the annals. You could read their journals. That's why they did it.
Yeah, that might be for their reason, but his reason a little bit different.
Wrong.
All right. I'm Abraham Lincoln. I want to free the slaves so that they believe me and they vote for me so I can be in power again and then screw them over.
Wrong.
It makes sense to me. It makes sense.
Where is your, you're talking about Abe Lincoln. Now, his life was cut short. You had black freedmen who mourned his death. It was immense that went throughout all the black communities that were set free, and afterwards you had a Republican government afterwards that assured 40 acres and a mule to every freedman because they had been denied and they had been robbed.
Still didn't get that.
So, and you're right, they didn't get it. You're absolutely damn right.
What about sharecropping? Not all black people were given 40 acres. They still had a sharecropping.
It was taken from them. You're right. You're right. You want to know who took it? It was Democrats who took it. It was Democrats in the South. Democrats were pushing KKK. Democrats were pushing Planned Murderhood, targeting black lives.
All right, but the Republicans in the North could never care anyway.
Wrong. You had white Republicans went south and got killed by Ku Klux Klansmen in order to help educate and get freedmen on their feet. Yes, they did. And they were called carpetbaggers by the corrupt media. Once again, that's what happened. But again, it's not just my word. Look it up. You read it yourself. That's part of what I'm looking for here. Whatever your professor says, whatever, you get to look it up. So we may not agree, but I'm telling you, I'm giving you some stuff to think about, to chew on. Okay? So there it is. The Republican Party has been on the civil rights fight from day one. They pushed the civil rights. They're not, okay, your turn. Come on over. Come on over. Because I kind of push you off. I'm sorry. I have to give him direction. I'm not trying to get in your face. Go over here. Because I'm directing him. I'm allowed to do that. So what you're telling me is there was a switch, right? Okay, this is the answer. This is the answer. No such switch. Never happened. And I'll tell you why. Okay, someone tell me there was a switch and explain it. I'm listening.
Not a switch in name, but a switch in ideology.
Tell me about it. Go ahead. I'm asking you. Come on. I want to be able. You should be able to be heard. Okay, that's fine. Okay, I'll tell it to you, and you can challenge it, just like I did with you. That's fine. So here it is. Okay, civil rights was an issue with the Republicans shortly after Abe Lincoln died. Guess what? Abe Lincoln had a Democrat for vice president. He was what you're talking about. Yes, he was a unionist, but this guy had a diminished view of blacks. He wanted to end slavery, but didn't want to end segregation. Abe Lincoln was dedicated to otherwise. A political reality, and it sucks. Now, what's happening?
It was LBJ and the Great Society that created the civil rights movement.
No, it did not. Okay, now, what I'm also sharing with you, so when it comes to the civil rights movement, I want to go back to this big switch, the discussion about that. So here's the deal. The idea is that you have a bunch of Democrats that become Republicans, right? So that's what you're talking about. That never happened. Every Democrat, let me finish and then I'll let you go. Every Democrat who voted against the Civil Rights Act stayed a Democrat or they retired. Republicans were the ones pushing civil rights. Republicans would take over. Why? Because you saw economic progress in the South for black and white. You have black Republicans. White people voted for a black U.S. senator in South Carolina. How about that? Yes. That's an answer that debunks this idea that there was a switch and that they're still racist. So it's just not true. Next. Go ahead.
And voted against anti-lynching laws, switched over to the Republican side.
No, they didn't. Sorry. It's hard to hear you, so it's either you come here or try to keep it quiet. Okay, thank you. Come on. Go ahead. Go ahead.
A quote from Strom Thurmond. He says, quote, "The Republicans align with my ideology
no, they don't.
more than the Democrats.
No.
That's why he voted against anti-lynching laws."
He's a liar. This is a guy. Strom Thurmond was a liar. Absolutely. Yes. Let me answer this. And let me explain. For starters, okay, so you disagree, but I'm trying to respond here. The argument that would substantiate this idea that there was a big switch, that all the Democrats became Republicans in the South, it's just not true. There's a grand total of only, the example that the only one He's the only one. Everyone else, the Democrats died out. Thank God.
Yes, those Democrats who were pro-anti-lynching.
And here's the thing, Republicans in Ohio, Republicans in Idaho, Republicans in other states. Guess what? You have in Massachusetts a Republican, let me finish, a Republican in Massachusetts named Edward Brooke. He was the first popularly elected Republican U.S. Senator. He was a black U.S. Senator, popularly elected. Republican, not a Democrat. Looks good. So, the fact is, it was the Republicans pushing civil rights. The Civil Rights Act of 65. It would not have passed without Republican votes.
Correct.
Democrats voted against it.
But that's when people like Strom Thurmond made the switch.
Not people like, only one. He was the only one.
Even if that's true,
it is true.
Then those Democrats that were a part of like this anti-voting rights.
I want to hear him.
So the Democrats who were part of this anti-black voting rights.
Yes, they were.
Those people died out, and then the
Republicans,
the party rebuilded to have a new ideology.
No, it didn't. The Democrats have not only not rebuilded, they don't even have candidates running against Republicans anymore. They're dying out.
Because those areas, they know they can't win.
Well, duh, and this is why. Because Democrats were these segregationist, cessationist types. What happened in the South is that economic development ensued because of the Civil Rights Movement, which Republicans supported.
But economic development didn't happen until you had industrialization.
That was already beforehand. Right. Now, why was it not happening in the South? It was not happening in the South for starters. An agrarian economy depending on slave labor. Right. That was wiped out. Yeah. What we're seeing now in the South is a biblical, pro-capital culture which allows for freedom. You have a black U.S. Senator in South Carolina. You had a black Democrat who switched over. So you're right. Let me correct that. There were a couple that switched. Archer Davis was a black Democrat. He was black. He became a Republican. Are you saying he's a white supremacist now? Not at all. Of course not.
Considered like Dixiecrats and stuff.
You're right. And there was another one who was up in the northeastern corner of Alabama. He switched because he was a political opportunist. Yeah. Guess what? He got his ass kicked in a primary because he was a liar. He ain't no Republican.
There's also differences. Like obviously, like the West Coast Democrats are definitely different than the Southern Democrats.
No, they're not.
So those
they're not.
In the South
and I'll tell you why. Sorry, I'll listen. I'm listening.
An Eastern Republican, it's kind of like New York area, is a lot different than a Republican from Texas.
Now, I see what you're saying about gradients of conservatism, but we're talking about the big switch period, correct?
Right. That also happened in like the 1980s.
The Democrat. Now, this is why I challenge that. You had a Democratic U.S. Senator from Wyoming, from Idaho, from Indiana, as well as from southern states, voting against the Civil Rights Act. It was a Democratic platform, not a Southern one. That's been the scam that Democrats have been pushing for decades. Oh, it was a regional thing. Nope, it was a party thing. Don't believe me? You can look. There are flyers that say things like, if you vote for they said the Democratic Party was the white man's party and the Republicans was the black man's party, and they would have these ugly caricatures of black people. Really offensive. To this day, I find that the Democratic platform, when they look at black communities and go, well, they can't afford ID, we shouldn't have voter ID, that's condescending, it's offensive to me, it's racist.
I still don't.
It's a Democratic platform, ain't no Republican one.
Republicans, let's talk about fucking white supremacy.
Sure, we should. Democratic Party pushed that crap from day one.
You still can't explain.
I'm gonna go with this one and then we'll go to the next one.
You still can't. Still can't. There's a thesis claim that people like JFK and LBJ, who are part of the Democratic Party, were the ones who created the progress for the Civil Rights Movement.
No, they didn't.
Voting Rights Act.
The Civil Rights Movement was beginning in the 50s under Dwight David Eisenhower. It was Dwight David Eisenhower who sent the troops to Arkansas to say, let those kids go in that school. Republican, not a Democrat.
Right, but then also,
Democrats, it was a Democratic governor who said, hell no.
But wait.
And he had to push aside.
The board was written by a Democrat.
Nope, it was written by a Republican named Earl Warren. He was the Chief Justice.
Earl Warren.
Somebody. Oh, you're back. Great.
I'm back. Yeah. My question is, what is the whole point of these gentlemen and you discussing whether the Republicans were the Democrats and the Democrats were the Republicans?
Why? Because this is a modern history which is torturing. No, it isn't. It's an actual one. I disagree with you. You may mock me, and you're allowed to do. Yes, you are, and you're mocking him and this guy too. He has a right to ask me questions, and he has a right to challenge the party ideology. He asked me a question. I'm answering it. Go ahead.
I'm saying. Isn't that just irrelevant? Because they're not talking about are Republicans being bad? Are the Republicans hurting the African American community? They're talking about just politics.
Because they're not.
They're talking about politicians. They don't care.
No.
They don't care if it's Republicans or Democrats. A racist Democrat and a racist Republican is a racist.
Oh, I agree with you.
And a good Democrat and a good Republican is a good person.
I'm going to have to challenge it with this. What I said to this gentleman, the Democratic Party platform was a racist platform. And you know what? Okay, fair enough. And you want to know what? With what? Yes, we will. And I want to go to that if you'll allow me.
No.
Okay, so you don't want to let me talk? Fine. Okay, go ahead.
Like, we could point out examples of racism in the both Republican Party and the Democratic Party.
No, wrong.
Can I please give you an example? Can I please give you an example?
All right, go ahead.
Okay.
But all right.
First thing, the Housing Act that allowed only whites to enter the suburbs when the suburbs were made in the 60s.
Okay.
The photo ID laws, which clearly
blacks used the GI Bill. Yes, they did.
Yeah, they did. And the photo ID laws that clearly target African Americans.
No, they don't.
That's the Republicans.
That's a lie. That's why I interrupt. That is a lie.
Okay.
Lie. So I disagree with you. Next.
The Democrats have some racist actions too. You look at LA.
Go ahead.
Look at New York. They are the most segregated school system.
Yes, they are.
In the country.
Run by Democrats. Thank you.
I'm agreeing with you. So my point is, why are we talking about what the Democrats and the Republicans do? Why don't we just discuss?
You want to know why? Because these party histories have filtered in and created a false narrative, which I've heard from people. There was a guy over there who had said to me that it's the Republicans with their NRA going after people.
If I ask him.
Okay, so
what is the Republican Party doing now?
Okay.
What the fuck is Trump doing now?
For starters, we're stopping the illegal immigration. Do you know how many black people are targeted by illegals? I was telling you about the firebombing. Those were illegals doing it. Oh my God.
You know what the immigrants do for this country? They help build this motherfucking country.
Legal or illegal?
She's an immigrant.
I'm not an immigrant. I was born here. No, I was born here.
It's not even your fucking country.
I was born here.
Hey, I was born here.
I was born here. Exactly.
Man, this is nobody's country, so they're claiming that.
Wrong. Next.
Alright, so we're going to discuss immigration, immigrants versus illegal immigrants.
I know, that's the problem. There's a difference.
Because we're all immigrants, but
No.
all of us are illegal immigrants.
No, I was born here, not an immigrant.
I was born here, but
So you're not an immigrant. Stop with that. That is not true.
The point of saying that is
we're not all descendants of illegal immigrants. So should we, isn't there a better way of describing, well, some of us are born here, I'm born here, and my ancestors were immigrants, so should we discuss immigrants versus illegal immigrants and how, because I think we're all saying we're all immigrants to a degree.
No,
eventually,
wrong. I was born here, period. Stop with that. That is wrong. Oh, no. I'm going to finish this. That has to stop. We've got to stop with that. Let me explain why. Because...
You don't need to preach to me. I agree with you.
No, but I got to articulate this because this is part of the problem I'm noticing. Words. Okay, I'm going to finish this and I'll let you speak because you had cut me off before. So, we have to use the terms properly. This is a problem we're having. Immigrant means you came from another country here. I was born here. This is wrong. Go ahead. Go ahead.
All right.
Let him start his next topic.
Me, okay?
I want you to know I'm listening to you.
That's fine.
All
right, that's
everybody is.
That's fine. So first of all, can I ask you why you're here?
I'm here because I support Trump. I support free speech. I want to have these discussions like we're doing now. Start changing minds. I'll be honest. I'm hearing a lot of crap about Trump, free markets, etc. That isn't true. Got it.
All right. So the people that you affiliate yourself with, the group that you are a part of.
Groups. There's many.
Okay, the groups.
Manifold.
Whatever. The groups that you are a part of are advocating for people like me because I'm first generation to have my citizenship retroactively taken from me.
No.
How do you?
Not true. It's just not true.
Trump, right?
No, I'm saying that they add like there's.
Who's they? Who is saying this?
People that wear the hat that's on your head, bro.
No.
Like, yes, they do.
So you're suggesting that's everybody? No, it's
I'm
not.
saying that they've said it. It's a fact.
Okay, like a handful of people?
They have said it. No, people have said it.
Okay, and I'm allowed to disagree with that, am I not? I do. You're a citizen, you're allowed to be here. Yes, it does matter.
No, it doesn't because
yes, it does.
With that movement.
Wrong.
Yes, the same.
Wrong.
Yes.
And that's part of the reason I'm here to challenge this. That is wrong.
Okay, so what?
This guy is Jewish, Mexican descent. Are you going to play that card on him? I hope you don't. I don't care. My point is he's got a hat similar to mine. That's it. Doesn't matter. So I've answered your question. You choose to disagree. I can't help you there. Next.
I'm asking how you redeem that. Like, what are you?
I don't have to redeem someone else's folly who pretends to opposite for that.
What difference?
I just answered it.
I voted for Trump
right now. I'm making a difference. I'm educating you on that, for Christ's sake. Pardon me. I talked to you. I talked to you.
You say you support free speech.
Yes.
Colin Kaepernick and the NFL post that.
That's a great question.
Why?
You say you support free speech, but you know damn well there's double standards. You know damn well there's double standards.
Okay, here's my answer. Private field, private firm, it has a right to decide when and where speech can be used. As a private citizen, I could do whatever I want. But he is a paid official for a private firm, is he not? At my work, they can have rules that say you can and cannot say this in my workplace, for example. That's permitted. The First Amendment does not mean that, for example, let's talk about even like protesting a congressman. I can't go to the U.S. Senate building and take out a bullhorn. Why? It disrupts the business for the other U.S. senators. I was there. I experienced that. The same thing is true as a private citizen, sure. But if I take a job and that guy has there's a set of conditions. I don't get to scream, yell, and shout whatever I want. If I want to wear a shirt that says Trump or whatever, I'm allowed to do that. I shouldn't be pushed around for that. But it's a business, and if people don't like people kneeling for the flag, they are sending that message. People aren't watching NFL anymore. People aren't buying tickets anymore. You're right. He has a right to do it. But unless, and it's the decision of the private firm that runs the football stadiums. If everybody's got to stand for that anthem, that's part of the deal. If Kaepernick wants to kneel, then he can't be a football player. He can go somewhere else. That's my answer to it.
Okay, but the only reason it's not like the NFL has always been against the kneeling. The only reason they've only done it for like 8-9 years maybe because the government gave them money, gave the they give them money so that they can be patriotic. Why is that?
You know what?
Why is that?
You know, it's corrupt.
You think it's okay?
No, it's not okay for the government to give money to football teams. I agree with you.
It's okay.
It should be cut. No government money. Your money, my money is tax money. I shouldn't be subsidizing football. That's ridiculous. They should make the money on their own. I agree with you. They shouldn't be getting tax money. That's ridiculous. I do. I don't know how much your college education is costing here. I'm sure it's pretty damn expensive.
More than I want.
Shouldn't that money be going to you? You are paying it. I don't want to see taxpayer dollars subsidizing NFL. That's wrong. I agree with that. I agree with you. If you agree with that.
Trump hasn't released his taxes. Please stop filming.
I hope I answered you.
Stop filming me.
What is it? I'm allowed to film. It's a public forum. It's a public forum. You can film me if you want. It's a free country. Please do.
Act a fool.
Are you okay? Absolutely.
It's stupid.
That's fine. You can act a fool.
It goes to my Facebook page.
That's actually really good.
Love it. Or 1,000 or 2 or 6.
I can't be held responsible.
We have a question for you as far as the white supremacy thing goes.
Oh, white supremacy?
We're interested to know where you stand on that.
White supremacy is evil. Any racial supremacy is evil.
So why vote for a candidate that is endorsed by white supremacy?
He doesn't. Or who did? Clarify this, please. No, they didn't. No, I will speak to that.
David Duke.
David Duke? Okay, so if David Duke says that he likes your scarf, do you have to run around and shut him up? No. That's my point. Just because some silly white supremacist who is a corrupt, craven Democrat, he switched to Republican for a crappy little chance at a U.S. Senate seat and lost.
I'm going to give you a challenge. Take the word Democrat out of your vocabulary.
Why?
Because that's not what the discussion is about. It's about racism.
I disagree.
I do agree. I'll tell you why I agree.
Okay.
It's about white supremacy.
I'll tell you why I agree.
Okay.
I'll tell you why I agree with her.
Okay, so you're concerned about that. I am too. There shouldn't be black supremacy, Hispanic supremacy. It's outrageous.
Black supremacy.
Black Panthers, look them up. Yeah.
Are you fucking serious?
Yes.
Are you fucking serious?
Yes.
I'll tell you why that's
Don't
stupid.
bring that dumbass shit up.
You disagree? You disagree with me?
I'll tell you why
that wasn't the fucking point.
Okay, hold on. You say it. You say it's stupid. It's
that is dumb as fuck.
Why? Why?
Please don't bring that shit.
Why am I wrong about that?
That's not the point. The Black Panther movement was because of how the fucking government was treating us.
Okay, isn't it true?
How we were beat by the color of our skin. How we were told that
which is evil.
we were stupid.
Now, is the answer to beat down white people and brown people for that?
It's to show a fucking statement that we're not here to play no fucking game.
Killing people is not a statement. It's a crime.
Just how you did to us?
I don't kill anybody. So you were talking about white supremacy. I'm opposed to it. And it is a democratic movement. People want to make it partisan, and that's wrong.
I'll readdress it. I'm going to readdress it.
And not be wrong.
I don't want to enslave anybody. Where are you getting that from? Why do you have a mask on?
Sure. All I'm trying to say is that when you mention the Black Panthers, that is a response to what happened in 1965 for the Watts incident. That's when officers indiscriminately started beating up African Americans.
It is evil.
So
I hate that. I hate that. Okay, I'm not endorsing that shit.
It's not really a black supremacy. That's not black supremacy.
Okay. So let me understand this then, because what I've read, and you're going to correct me if I'm wrong. You're going to correct me on this. What I've read is that they were looking for blacks only having businesses, blacks only running cities. Yes. Am I wrong?
Yes. I'm
wrong?
That was a philosophy.
Okay, do you think it's acceptable, though, to beat down innocent people of whether they're black or white or brown because of what crap police? Okay, good. So I don't have a problem learning something if I'm wrong.
Hey, the Black Panthers, if you want to...
Okay, but I want to go back to what you're saying. Supremacy based on race is evil.
I said white supremacy.
All supremacy.
All supremacy.
Thank you.
No type of supremacy other than white supremacy has ever existed or will exist.
Wrong. That's not true.
Okay.
So not true.
You have a crystal ball, my dude? Like, can you see?
I don't need a crystal ball. You can go backwards and look in time in this.
When did it exist?
I can tell you right now, when I go to Huntington Park, it's 98% Latino. I'm the one who gets arrested. Yes, it is. Yes, and I've had people look at me and say, get off my land, go back to Europe. That's racist.
Alternative communities only exist in response.
Okay, I have a question.
So I'm giving you an answer.
I have a question.
Let her finish.
Okay, communities that are non-white exist as a direct response to white supremacy. None of that.
No, they don't.
None of what you are afraid of.
Okay, give me an example.
None of what you are afraid of as a white man would exist had your people not been violent.
My people. That's racist.
What? No, it's not.
I don't own anybody.
Brown people are my people. Shit, black people are their people. Like,
no, that's wrong.
Logic is that?
You are an individual.
How?
You're an individual. You're different. You have distinct views, beliefs.
That's our culture.
I'm colorblind narrative will never ever work because there are brown and black experiences that need to be counted, that need to be valued because they fucking exist. Like, you're not gonna come up to me and tell me I'm colorblind, I don't see your color. Fuck yeah, I don't see my fucking color because I'm brown and fucking brown. Like,
okay, you want me. Okay, you're telling me you're brown, so what does that mean?
She brought up my skin color 20 minutes ago.
I'm looking at her. I'm listening to you.
What does me being brown mean?
What do you mean?
Look at me.
No, I don't know.
I'm first generation.
Look at my hand. What about your hand? Mine is a little darker.
You get to walk into a store and not be followed.
Okay, you're talking about privilege now, right?
That's what it is.
Okay, let's talk about that.
Let me give you an example.
That's what you're talking about, right? Privilege.
Let's say that I tell you.
I'm just sweating, so.
Let's say that I tell you.
I like that.
Let's say that I tell you you are white, and you say no. Actually, I got like 50% Cherokee in me, some shit like that.
Okay.
Bottom line is, you look white. You're gonna benefit from being white, regardless of what. Yes.
Okay. Where's the proof of this? No. No. She waited. It's your turn.
Have you ever been followed in the store?
Yes. Yes, I have. Police have done it. Let me give you an example. I walked into a video store and the guy immediately says, because I have a backpack on, they automatically think I'm a thief.
For a backpack, but not for your skin color.
Okay.
I want to answer for her. It's fine.
Who cares?
Hey, can you guys not do that?
Okay, can I just say one thing though?
Yeah. See, I don't know what your color is. I'm just talking to you. I don't.
I told you that I'm brown.
Okay, so you.
Okay, but I'm gonna tell you one thing. I'm gonna tell you one thing. Nobody is saying that. Nobody is saying that your life can't be hard. Nobody's saying that a white man's life cannot be difficult. Let me finish.
I'm agreeing.
Nobody is gonna tell you. Somebody might, but not me. I'm not gonna tell you that your life can't be hard because you're white. I'm just saying that it's not hard because you're white. It might be hard for another person because they're brown or because they're black. Your life will always be hard for other reasons, not because you're white.
Okay. Let me respond to that. I agree with you. For example, black people, absolutely, even after slavery, you're damn right they had it harder. Segregation, Jim Crow. I will not disagree with you. But did you know, in spite of that crap from the governments that were imposed upon them, black people... Are you okay? So you're going to make... Black people were able to take their literacy rate from 0 to 50%, in many cases without the government. You had black people owning businesses. Black people were engaging in trade. Black people were able to thrive. Let me just finish. They were able to thrive in spite of all the segregation bullshit.
Okay.
They were. So what I'm telling you, and I gotta wrap this up, because you can make it in this country regardless of your skin color, there's only 3 things you got to do. Just let me explain. Just 3. Just 3. Okay, go ahead.
Before you continue, you can make it. The difference is that the obstacles are different. You walk through life differently than everybody does.
That is true.
It's important to recognize those differences.
I would agree.
Before you start making wild claims that we're on an equal plane.
I didn't say that. I just told you how black people were put down. I agree with you.
See, because the issue with the arguments that you're making is that they're all in the context of was, past. We're talking about right now.
And I'm telling you now too.
She's beneath all of us.
It's really
don't even talk to her.
So what I want to say to you.
It's shitty for you to assume that you know brown and black experiences.
I don't. I told that guy I don't.
Okay, but the statements that you're making imply that you do. Like,
no, I don't.
You know that we're gonna make it.
What I'm telling you is this. Every life has an opportunity to succeed in this country. There's just 3 things you got to do.
You're saying
just get.
that from the perspective
No, I'm not.
Yes,
no.
You're right.
It's from. Doesn't matter what my color is.
Yes, it does.
Why?
It does. I'm sorry that makes you uncomfortable, but that's.
I'm standing right here and I'm talking to you.
Because you can wear this hat.
Okay.
Freely walking through the fucking
No, I can't. I was attacked by a few people.
Okay, you can by wearing this hat. You're endorsing all the ideas that.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
What you're saying are not his ideas.
Hey, I can prove to you. No, okay, I know. I've looked at the statistics. All right, statistically speaking, whites do not have an economic advantage.
They don't.
But they don't. But they have a social advantage. I'll prove it. Okay, whites are less likely to get convicted of the same crimes. They were proven in a Stanford blind study where they took the same case, removed the name, had the same decision. They had equal conviction rates. They attached African American names versus white names. Blacks got for the same crime higher sentences.
Okay.
So they have social advantages. Also, when you're in a rundown neighborhood, all right. Excuse me for pointing you out. When a gentleman like him walks down, all right.
Okay.
Are you gonna tell me that there are no cops who look at?
Oh, we're talking about profiling, correct?
Yeah.
Let's talk about the profiling issue.
Which is statistical.
Okay. Yes, it is. Now we're looking at stats, whether it hurts your feelings or not.
I don't know.
A lot of the people, we're seeing a large level of crimes committed by blacks.
Yes.
Okay. It sucks, but that's what we're seeing as a stat-wise.
Are you speaking per capita?
Not exist without Reagan.
No, that's a lie.
Are you speaking from per capita? Ratio-wise, per capita. That means per 100,000 people, blacks commit more crime. Because when you tell me blacks commit more crimes than whites, there's 1,000 times more white people in this country. So my point is. I
know, and that's a problem. That's part of the problem.
My point is,
and I spoke to that. The ideology.
There's evidence that the government.
I tried to talk to her and I tried to explain.
I understand what you're
but
saying.
No, I got to finish this. I'm not going to be interrupted on this because every one of you should not wake up every day thinking because I'm black or brown, I don't have a chance in hell, and that's a lie. Let me explain. Good. Okay. And this is why. Good. I'm glad to hear that. But this is why. Good. I'm glad to hear that. Good. And this is why. And this is why. There's only 3. So this is the 3 things that it takes. You just get an education, you get a job, but don't have kids till you're married, and you can take on the world.
That's true. That's true.
Hey,
I didn't say that.
You got that from Ben Shapiro. Okay.
Okay.
I'm sorry for touching you. My bad. Can I ask you a different question?
What was it? What was my generalization?
That we wake up and we think we don't have anything.
I'm using that as a wide net to cast out. It's an extreme statement, even if.
He said people shouldn't do that. He said people shouldn't do that.
So that's it. I'm allowed to say even if that's the thing that, or the feeling that people have, because that is what I've heard from some people who say, well, I'm brown. Someone just said that right here. Well, I'm brown, or this person is black, and therefore they're more likely to go to jail or whatever. I'm challenging that. Okay.
Okay, so you're saying that you believe that people say that people have said that before.
Yes, they have. I just heard it right here. There was that lady who was standing right here, and she's now gone. Okay.
Can I ask you a different question? Change the subject if that's all right.
Sure.
I want to talk about.
Take a break, Arthur. Let's get you some water.
Yeah, maybe I need to sit down.
Here, someone threw this at you.
Really quick, what time is it?
I don't know.
It's 7:02.
It's 7:02.
Why? I have to stay here till 2 a.m.? I don't have to. Thank you.
What's it called? I want to talk about the president's view on Islam.
Okay, well, what is it?
Let's specifically talk about.
He's talking about radical Islamic terror. He was not afraid to say those words. Obama sure was.
I'm not. I'm a Muslim, and I'm not afraid to say it.
I'm not afraid to say them either.
But here's the thing. When he starts saying, now remember, I voted for this guy. Okay. Remember when he starts saying that we need to start banning all Muslims, right?
No, lie.
Okay.
Did you guys just get rid of Antifa? You guys got rid of Antifa. Thank you very much.
Okay, fine. fine.
Yes, you did. Thank you.
Even though there is a video, I swear all these people can pull up, that he says he wants to ban all Muslims. All right?
No, lie.
Fine.
Not true.
Fine. Okay. Let's look at the actual executive order that he passed.
Yes.
Okay. Why would he ban, I forgot, it was 7 countries?
Yes.
7 countries.
Yes.
He forgot to ban Egypt, Saudi Arabia, and Lebanon.
He did ban Egypt.
No, he did not.
Okay.
Okay.
I might have the list wrong.
Those were the people that committed 9/11. That's where they came from.
No, they came from Saudi Arabia. And Saudi Arabia was not on the list.
That's what I mentioned. Saudi Arabia.
You said Egypt.
Lebanon and Egypt. I mentioned 3 countries.
Okay.
The majority of them were from Saudi Arabia.
Right.
They were not banned.
So this is my answer.
Like, 1 guy was from Lebanon. He was not. They were not banned. And 3 were from Egypt. They were not banned.
Okay.
So why is he banning countries where the citizens of those countries who happen to be Muslims have never killed any American in any act of terror? No Iraqi, no Syrian, no Jordanian, no Palestinian.
Okay.
None of them.
So
but
this
they're
is
all banned.
Okay, so here's the answer. These are countries that have become failed states. These are countries that cannot even vet the people in those countries.
I agree.
These are countries that had a number of disparate radical Islamic terrorist factions. You got Al-Qaeda fighting with Hezbollah.
In Afghanistan.
No, they're also in there too. They're in Iraq. They're in Lebanon. Hezbollah is in Lebanon. You've got, I mean, it is a fucking shitstorm in the Middle East.
How many people has Hezbollah killed? How many Americans? Because we're in America. How many Americans has Hezbollah killed?
This is the issue. Okay, so you're talking about Hezbollah. I don't know that actually. We've had people being radicalized from ISIS. We've had people going to those countries to get radicalized. Do we not have a right to prevent those crimes?
We do.
Of course we do. Now,
Now
this is the reason why it's not a Muslim ban, because 83% of Muslim countries were not on the list. Done. Next.
Okay, but 100% of the countries on the list are more than 85% Muslim.
What's your point?
Are you kidding?
No.
Okay, let's look.
There are Christians.
Hey, let's look at it this way.
There are Christians in Lebanon who are being killed, by the way.
I agree.
There are Christians in Iraq who are being killed, by the way. You know, so there you go.
Okay, here's also my point. If I ban,
it's not a Muslim ban. If it's 80%.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay,
look, if I ban 7 countries from Europe, where 90% of the population is white, okay, but I do not ban, right? Let's just say no immigrants from Romania, Lithuania, and 7 other countries. But I didn't ban the rest of Europe.
That's fine.
You're telling me that's not a white ban?
Yes, it's correct. It's a national ban. It speaks to the national identities. Okay?
And okay, yeah, go ahead.
So in America, right? In America, we have all different types of religions here, right?
Yes, we do.
So there's that. Let's go to a country like Greece. Okay, let's talk about Greece, not their economics and whatever the fuck.
Which is nuts.
Which is, I agree, it's nuts. And I'm Greek, so I can talk about that. But they are pretty much 100% Orthodox. Now I can.
No, they're not.
I can speak on that.
Oh, you're Greek.
I am Greek.
Okay, you were born in Greece.
No, both my parents.
All right, Yasu. Afaristo. Just don't throw any plates. I'm kidding.
Okay,
I'm sorry.
That's a stereotype.
I know, but I actually did it. I went to Papadakis Taverna right there in San Pedro. I'm just saying. Okay,
I'm just going to tell you right now that most Greeks in Greece are Orthodox. Most. I'm not saying all.
Right.
Most. Now listen, there are other stuff, but if I was to ban Greece from something, if I was to say Greece, you can't come in, like, and there were tensions with the Orthodox religion, I would find it very hard to believe that that's not an Orthodox ban. Like, that is just
okay, so we're talking about religious beliefs.
We're talking about the tensions between the two. But we're not talking about the fact that the countries were, I mean, they're mostly, but there's tension. You gotta talk about that. Anyway, you can go back to him.
So I want to just speak to this. Okay, you disagree, but the fact is 83% of Muslim countries, like Indonesia, for example, was not on the list. It's not a Muslim ban.
Well,
okay.
Exactly.
Okay.
So you've had a lot. Let's give someone else a chance. If anybody else. Now, if nobody else wants to, then fine.
Yeah.
Because I want to be able to.
No, I understand. That's fair. But I just don't see anybody else.
Okay, whatever.
Okay.
I know.
Do you feel like Islam as a religion is compatible with Western culture?
What is?
Islam as a religion.
No.
Why?
Fine. This is why.
I want you to explain to me why.
Sure. First of all, women are treated as half of a man. For example, Sharia law is vicious. I've looked at the Quran. You see a number of passages.
I've read it in Arabic.
Great. And you know what? And I've talked to people who have read it in Arabic, and they can. Surah 354, Allah is the deceiver of deceivers. Makir is the root word, for example. You have in Surah 2, Surah 3, and Surah 5, you'll have massive contradictions. One that says, even if you don't believe in Allah, you'll be saved. But then you go to Surah 3 and it says, if you don't believe in Allah, you'll be damned. There are these massive contradictions. You've got a passage in Surah Pardon me. Surah 6, it says the earth was made in 6 days. In another surah, it says the earth was made in 8 days. These are contradictions. That's in the Quran. And there are different forms of the Quran.
No, there is not.
Yes, there are.
We're not. I'm not bashing on Christians when I say this.
You should.
But we're not
You can
Christian.
do whatever you want.
We're not Christian.
I don't care.
There's one version of the Bible. We don't have 45 versions of the Bible.
There's one Quran, and
what
that's
is
the whole
also
point
a
of the
problem.
That's not true.
There's also a problem.
The word is, I think it's Haf Quran is the term that's used for different forms. You can look in the Quran itself. Let me finish. You can look in the Quran itself, and it will say there are passages where it says that parts of it were lost in a battle. It's in the Quran.
Okay. I want something you said you wanted to learn something, right?
I'm listening.
Okay. Please make sure when you read a translation from the Quran, you want me to step back so you can.
No, it's okay. Just making sure.
When you read a translation from the Quran, all I'm asking you is, hey, can you make sure this is actually certified by credible Islamic scholars?
Sure. There's an authority in Egypt who is the final authority.
There's no authority.
Yes, there is.
Sir. Come on, man.
Yes, there is. I spoke to a lady,
a
Jewish lady.
Religion.
Wrong.
It's decentralized. We don't have a pope. We don't have a pope.
You have a mufti that's being expected, isn't there?
No, there isn't. Man.
It doesn't matter. I'm speaking to the Quran. You're saying there are murderous passages in it. You can go to the Hadith.
We have different ethics. You want to talk about Sharia law? Let's talk about Sharia law, which, by the way, I don't believe ever belongs in America. Okay, it doesn't.
We agree.
It doesn't, right?
No, it does
I'm
not.
a Muslim and I don't practice Sharia law. All I am saying is that I feel like people who are from your ideological background like to compare Sharia law, or what I call Eastern values, with a Western lens. And I think that's disingenuous.
Okay.
What I mean by that is that Sharia law values the following three things. It values a religious society that feeds a moral social fabric that keeps families together. And the way it does that is by having what many feminists in this country will consider to be not okay, which is a man works and a woman stays at home and is a caretaker.
I'm going to disagree with that emphatically. You look at the Quran where it treats his women as half of a man, where it requires 4 witnesses for a woman to affirm a rape was committed against her.
Yeah.
That's in the Quran.
Yeah, that's you know
and
why
it's wrong.
You know why I'll tell you why I don't think that's wrong. When in a can I explain it? When you're in a country that is in Sharia law and you cheat on your wife, right? That is almost punishable by death.
It is punishable by death.
So when a woman comes,
it is punishable by death.
It is. Okay. When a woman comes and accuses a man, the reason she has to have 4 witnesses is because, let's say I'm a vindictive person, my husband, maybe he's a piece of shit, but he never cheated on me, and I walk up there and I'd be like, that guy cheated on me. Bam, head's cut off.
Do you really think that rape is committed where there are 4 people watching?
I am not saying yes.
Because that's the standard.
Look, I am not saying there is not a female degradation in the
And let's
Middle
talk
East,
about what happens to gays being thrown off of buildings.
That is a cultural problem. That is a cultural problem.
No, it's in the Quran.
And I'll tell you why. Because Saudi Arabia doesn't practice Sharia law. It doesn't.
Yes, they do.
Dude, it violates its own Sharia doctrine. It
Wrong.
does. Okay.
It is Sharia. You kill infidels. What is the consequence for apostasy? What is the consequence? Exactly.
Yeah.
That is not a Western culture.
That's just one rule.
That's not and that's one of many. Excuse me, your life being taken because you don't adopt a religion? I'm sorry, that's a country I don't want to live in.
Then don't live there.
Thank you.
All I'm saying.
Deuteronomy and the Christian.
Oh, let's talk about that.
So Deuteronomy chapter 22 condemns rape, correct? It says if a man is to rape a woman, he shall pay the father 50 shekels.
Right.
And he shall have ownership over that woman. So granted, the context may not actually be rape. It may not actually be rape, right? It may be...
It is rape. It's instead there. Force. Yes. Now, about that issue about the shekels, I don't know if it's Deuteronomy 20.
It's 22.
Okay.
Deuteronomy 22.
There's another passage. I'll go one further. Deuteronomy 20. Children who don't obey their parents, what happens to them? They get stoned, right?
There you go.
Okay, so something happened where we don't live under that law anymore.
Right. Jesus came down with his hippie hair and flip-flops and was like, Dad, we can't be raping people.
No, what happened was he died on a cross, absorbed all the sin in the world, finished the old, and established a new. It really did happen. You have secular as well as religious sources that confirm it.
Yeah, so I'm
Josephus and Tacitus. Josephus was a Jew who didn't even believe in Jesus.
No, I'm with you, Josephus was dope, but I'm with you on the idea that metaphorically that there is a guy in the sky and we can't achieve perfection.
He's not a guy in a sky.
Whatever you want to call it. There's a dude.
That does matter. That's wrong. We have to have precision, just as you want to have precision.
And we're doing our best to metaphorically achieve that, and we can't all be perfect. I get the idea of Jesus, but the rules with condoning rape and all that, under no
the Bible doesn't condone rape.
You just said in Deuteronomy it condones rape.
It does not condone rape.
In Deuteronomy 22, it says if a man is to rape a woman, he shall pay the father 50 shekels.
That shows, bam, there's a punishment. Next. It isn't condoned.
Paying for it, so basically
Right,
you're
but
paying
that's
for
God's
sex.
rule. So at one point before
Old covenant, new covenant. I explained that to you.
But before Jesus came down, God was for rape. So I don't care.
No, he wasn't. Wrong. So we disagree.
I don't care if you were pro rape before or pro rape after.
I am against rape, period. I don't know why you're trying to change it. That's shameful.
I don't believe Christians are active in that, just like all Muslims are active in certain things in the Quran.
You don't want to know why?
We judge people individually.
Okay, we gotta go. All right, folks. Now I really do have to go. Thank you. It was. Okay.
God bless you. God
Thank you
bless
so much.
you all for listening.
Happy Halloween.
I'm hungry. I want to go home and eat.
No, but I am. Thank you so much.
Oh, sorry. Oh, yeah.
Okay. Oh, that's cute. I like it. You're a snowflake, right? Made it. Okay. Hey, Zacharias, what's up? Okay. You're Greek, right? You're Greek. Yeah. Thanks a lot. Sorry. She's my ride, so she goes, I go. Okay. Arthur is leaving the building. Thanks, Genevieve, Genevieve. Because I didn't know what to do.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, literally, I would stay or go. It's up to you.
I know, and I was afraid you were going to stay too long, and I was like, I'm hungry.
Hey, everybody, I didn't get spit on. Hey, everybody, my hat didn't get stolen today.
You know what?
Did
you get a water bottle thrown at you?
Yes, I did.
You schooled a lot of people, and I appreciate
That's what it's
you.
about.
And you know what? I appreciate when young people listen. And they
Yeah,
were
they
listening.
did.
Now there were a few people that
And, you know, that black kid was losing it, but I knew that we get it somewhere.
I know him.
Someone's got to do it. Oh,
I
you
know
do it again?
him. I know
Okay.
I said that and he didn't believe it. We're this way, honey.
I was too.
way.
Jeremy, thank you so much. I tied you to the ground. I'm sorry. Thank you. Dinner's on me. For real.
Are you taking off? Do
you think it's better?
Yeah.
Oh, damn, we're not going together? Okay.
Well, you guys, what are you guys doing?
Well, she's eating. She's going to eat, and I'm not going to slow down for one bit because you're hungry as a whole kiddo.
Well, I think we should all go to like.
That works for me.
We'll see.
I'll eat anywhere.
Are you parked over here?
Do you think it's better not to let them crowd you like that though? Because
Well, as long as I have a guy who's strong and protects me, I'm fine.
Yeah, but against a mob, how could they?
Well, it wasn't a mob because they weren't swinging. We took down that gay cuck guy. Did you see that? Did you see that? No. Did you see this guy?
Yes.
How you handled it was like a boss, because that guy was looking for attention, and you took it away. That's all he wanted. He knew what to do.
It's my hero right here. When
Elsa is a hero. Are you okay?
Yeah.
I've got that crazy black lady full blast. We'll get her. We already got her. I've seen her many times. She attacked veterans at a veterans hall.
I want her arrested.
Well, we got to find out.
We got to take your thing to
Yeah.
the police. Your video. Send me the link.
Let me know when you're ready.
Well, it happens so fast. You can see that something happened, but you don't see it. Yeah, no.
I've got it. I got her. I doxed her. Thank you. And nobody hurt Arthur, so
Good job.
the other Arthur made it. Thanks for getting me Genevieve. I really didn't know what to do. We didn't think that through. I didn't think that time.
Yeah, she said we're gonna go get Arthur and then
Yeah.
the homie right here.
Okay.
Yeah. No,
We made it, folks.
Arthur's not going to want to leave, but we got to get him.
I know. No, I was ready. Jeremy could read my mind faster than anybody.
That was good. Okay.
Thank you, officers.
Thank you. All right. Thank you.
No, I'm
looking for
sorry.
some
I was not happy with how that was dealt with. When all that stuff was going down,
Yeah.
and we were in Berkeley, man, they were right on it. Those people just fucking stood down. I'm not happy with what happened here. And I'll tell you, I'm going to show up to the Fullerton police, the campus police, and I'm going to let them know how I feel. That is ridiculous what happened. That is not protecting our freedom of speech. When I get attacked and all these other people, there was a whole mob and a whole ridiculousness. We were there to literally make sure that our freedom of speech was protected, and they stood there and did nothing. I am not okay with that.
Okay, we really got to plan this out. So, you get in touch with me tomorrow. I'll have this up as fast as I can. I'm really sad.
And then the police all went behind the
My
the
hero,
wall,
right there,
behind
right
the
here.
fence, and I was like, okay, you're
There.
supposed to be protecting
all
us.
these men, all these men around, and this is
Why
who
are they behind the
between me and a 200-pound woman that was so full of hate and anger for no reason. She doesn't know us. She doesn't know anybody. That was when she was
I'm sorry.
attacking
This.
you. Remember?
Jesus. Hey.
So did you get it on video?
I did. I even went up to her. I doxed her. I said, I got you. Well, I didn't dox her. We'll wait for someone else to do it.
Oh, good.
The elephant people are good at it. The red elephants are
No,
good
but
at
they were
it.
not there yet.
But
when it happened.
no, the red elephants, I could give it to them. They'll have the
okay,
picture of the
okay,
person.
okay. Oh, good.
I'm actually glad you showed up. I'm like wobbly. I need to sit down. My back's hurting.
Oh, you were awesome. You were awesome. The only thing that why I stepped in when that guy was there, and I know him.
Can I talk to you while we walk?
Yeah.
I was just curious.
Do you feel like Trump's a good figurehead for the country?
Yes, he is.
overall?
He's an excellent figurehead.
Absolutely.
Now, why do you disagree?
I feel like he's just a little bit disrespectful towards, well, to be honest, everyone.
That's fine with me. I don't feel dishonored.
In general.
Give me an example.
Love Trump.
Well, there's the whole thing where like it was.
You're gonna have to walk ahead of me and walk a little faster because that's my comfort.
Sorry, I'm not trying to. Do
okay,
anything.
so that's what we're gonna do.
Especially when you have a skateboard.
Yeah, no, I get that.
No, it is hard for me to walk like this, dude. That's why.
No, it's
okay?
totally cool. Let's think. So there's the whole thing where he was like quoted for saying like grab girl by the pussy. Like,
okay,
all that
I'm going to respond to this right now. I am this is ridiculous.
I know.
Okay, no. Be quiet. It's my turn now. I'm speaking. This is it. I am fed up with this. People are getting all pissy about locker talk when Gary Stubbs was raping kids in the early 80s. He was a Democrat from Massachusetts. When Bill Clinton was raping other women and nobody did a damn thing about it. When you've got Democrats who are raping kids now. We've got Kevin Spacey who was hand in hand with Bubba at an Emmy function. And lo and behold, there's such a connection there. So please do not wear me out with that because Donald Trump has done so much for women. This is a guy who saw a black lady in a crowd and said, I'm gonna hire you. So give me a break about talk. Get over it.
Okay, I agree. But then there's just the general disrespectful attitude.
Well, give me an example of the attitude.
Well, there's the whole thing with the gay military and whatnot.
Okay, that's not an attitude. That's a decision.
Yes, it's a decision, and I'm not.
And it wasn't the gay. It was the transgender.
The way that he went about it.
Why is it a problem for him to send it out on Twitter?
Well, I mean, I'm sure there's an official way to go about these things.
He's the president. He issued an edict, and he got it taken out.
Transgenderism. No, there is not. Should there not be an official way that the president should be officially going through this kind of stuff?
The president speaks, writes it out. There you go. That's acceptable. What else? Are you really getting out of shape about Twitter?
I'm not
or
out of
his
shape
tweets?
about any of it. Quite frankly, I don't.
Okay,
really
then what's
care
the
about
problem?
politics all that much. I'm interested to hear your views on it.
I'm telling you.
I know, and I'm interested in listening.
Okay, all right.
Yeah,
I agree with you about how Trump addresses things, like the way he goes about it.
Because he's a regular person. He's not a fake, phony baloney.
But I didn't elect him. For
He's
how
not
he spoke,
perfect.
yeah.
He's flawed.
That's it. He's an executive. I don't need a good speaker. I need a leader.
fair enough. I can understand that idea. For me, it's really not about that. For me, it's really just I'm more interested in your guys' opinions on it.
Okay, got it.
I personally don't really have any of my own.
You're
That's the
neutral.
truth. It's well, I am neutral. I did vote for Hillary because
Why?
Why would you think she would do a better job than
It's not that I felt that she had a better job. It's that I didn't really like the bravado that Trump comes across with, and I don't
Really?
think it would look good as a president.
That's all you're concerned about? Do you know Hillary Clinton wanted to bring in
More than that, quite frankly, I really like the basis that Trump has on taxes and stuff like that. You know,
Hillary would have risen taxes on everybody, including you.
Well, mildly. He's changing all the whole tax bracket. And
Yes,
I
he
like
should.
it personally. But so there are things that I do like about him. There's just also other things like the bravado that he comes along with that I'm not as big of a fan of. But that's why I'm asking you. I'm interested to hear your thoughts
Okay.
on
He's
it.
a real person. He's
Understandable.
Yeah, he's not packaged and manufactured like Romney was.
They really are. I mean, look at anytime she's got a camera in front of her face, talking to us like we're 5-year-olds.
And she has a glassed daze in her.
Listen to me, because I know so much better than you. Trump, all he wants you to do is like, yeah, just go do your thing. I'll do my thing, you do your thing. I don't need to take care of you. I'm not your mama.
Fair enough.
But it just stymies me that a college man would fall for anything Hillary has to say, honestly.
It's more along the lines of, like I said, the bravado that he comes across with. I feel like as soon as
you don't like Trump,
like
but you're not telling me why you like.
Well, that is my reason. I know
What is it?
I'm not a politician.
Yeah, you could see it like anybody. I was just really getting worn out.
More interested to hear your guys' point of view, because living out
Man, it was really good. We took down that brown supremacist bitch. I took her down like a fucking boss.
One of the acts, she had her hands up, and I was like, "Fist bump."
Oh, good for you. I'm so glad. We absolutely humiliated her.
Native American.
We humiliated her. I'm sorry. Hey, Fernando, how are you? I took down those brown the heifers. That was a really good moment. I loved it. Only the little petite one who won it, and I let her have it. That was a good moment. Everybody loved it too. I'm fed up with them. They're so arrogant.
Well, they have no facts, so she's saying you're not Native American.
And neither is
what are
she.
you talking about? Like, they're not. She's not native here.
Okay. All right, you're heading back to Covina? Okay, thank you. This was my bodyguard here, folks, Jerry.
I wanted to tell
Thank
her
you
that
so much.
she wasn't looking at me, she was focused on Arthur.
Thank you. All right, you take care, okay? Have a safe one.
She's focused on Arthur.
Okay, he's going to. Okay.
Hey, thank you, man.
Hey, Bob. Wait.
What is it?
Guys,
Photo?
let's go. Yeah, well, a photo. Let's definitely get a photo.
Okay, folks, I'm out of here. Please do. No, please come. Thanks, everybody. As you know, I do rely on your help to keep doing what I'm doing. My PayPal account and my GoFundMe. I'm able to do what I do because of your help. So I won't take care of that. I'll put it up later. Thank you for everything you're doing. PayPal, arthurshopper@hotmail.com. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being here. Have a great evening.
God bless Trump.
I was just basically standing there listening.
God bless our president.
Not really much of an activist.
God bless Donald Trump.
Well, that's what I'm more interested in hearing.
I can handle a couple.
Yeah.
You're gonna find a big